day. We dey wait for you to come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want am strong. We Simon Ekpa, we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout, Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. In unity we go dey strive, fight for freedom we go alive. With courage and strength we dey fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister, we no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. Simon Ekpa, we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout, Mama Biafra, yeah, oh I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Biafra, my right, my right. They done this from Lisbon now to terrorism.
Breaking news reaching us now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nami Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land, scarred by conflict, that Nami Kanu was born. a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action. As Nami Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed. But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nami Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nami Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nami Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, the dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested again, 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 and yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They turned it from reasonable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nami Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound your voice with fear? The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nami Kanu.
On this day, we gather round to honor the heroes, lest they be forgot by Biafra soldiers.
To all Biafrans worldwide, from the Idoma to the Dede, the Igala to the Ogoni, the Ijo to Wanang, Orong to the Ekit, the Ikwere to the Igbo, and all Biafrans, mark your calendar. A historic moment is upon us. On Friday, May 30th, 2025, the United States of Biafra government proudly invites you, all citizens and allies of Biafra, to a 3-in-1 event to mark the Memorial Day of our heroes and heroines at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit and the inauguration of our DC administrative office, a beacon of hope, strength, and unity for all Biafrans.
Government, not the citizen, build them, we stand as one, united, in our land, guided, government making us proud every day, blessed by the people.
Site na Confederation Capital Territory, ebube isi ala Biafra na-ewetara unu ozi a. Ọ bụ na ịnụbeghị na ọchịchị Biafra nke Dr. Ngozi Orabaeze bụ onye na-edu ya ugbu a ewepụtala ụbọchị ncheta nke ndị bụ dike n'ala Biafra. Ngwa chere ka m jụọ gị anya. A ga-echeta ndị bụ dike n'ala Biafra na Fraịde abalị 30 n'ọnwa Mee n'afọ 2025. A ga-ewepụta oge a ga-eji kwanyere ha ugwu. A ga-ekwukwa okwu ọ bụ na Washington DC ka a ga-emekwa ya n'ala Biafra. A ga-enwekwa onye nọrọ n'ụlọ ya ma ọ bụkwanụ sit at home na steeti 40 enwere n'ala Biafra gbaa gburugburu. Gaanụ na biafrasecurityadministration.org were tiketi gị. Onwe ihe ị chọrọ ịmatakwu gazie na event@usbgov.org. Ọ bụ ụlọ ọrụ mgbasa ozi Confederation Capital Territory ebube United States of Biafra Government Homeland Media wetara ozi a. Maazị Sunshine si ya dịrị unu na mmụmụ Biafra.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected to the program wherever you're connecting from. I thank you for being part of the program. We have come once again to update you and give you some information. Remember, tomorrow our Supreme Leader Nami Kanu will be in court, and we are going to be live tomorrow in Abuja. So connect to us tomorrow so that you can be able to get information about our Prime Minister, our Supreme Leader Nami Kanu tomorrow. And by 30th, hopefully 30th, our Prime Minister will be in court too. So it's a very busy week. And we have to pay attention to every information that is coming because every information is important. Every single information is important. The blackmail is increasing, the propaganda is increasing, but we will never, ever forget or forgive. We will not forget, neither are we going to forgive. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must have this at the back of your mind that we will fight until our freedom is sure. I want us to pay attention in this program. Hear what the Biafrans are saying, the view of Biafran people across the world. I want you to pay close attention from the beginning to the end. And as you join, invite somebody to join to get this update. to listen to these very important messages that we have passed on various Biafran languages. They are very important messages, and as you all know, this week is going to be a very busy week for the Biafrans, a very peculiar week for us. And coming Friday, you know that it's going to be a very, very special day that we've been waiting for. It's going to be our Heroes Day celebration, which will be celebrated across the world, wherever Biafrans are. They are going to observe the remembrance of that very day. It's a very memorable event. We are going to remember our heroes. Both in Biafra land, there will be a complete shutdown in Biafra land. There will be a sit at home, and no one can stop it. No matter how they try to maneuver, they will never stop it. You know, one of the reasons why we have decided to continue to sit at home instead of protesting and marching outside is because of the atrocities of Nigerian government in the past. Each time when we have the Heroes Day celebration, we march outside and we protest. But this time, since it has become a normal routine for Nigerian government to seize that opportunity to waste the life of Biafrans, we have decided to make it a sit at home. So coming Friday is a sit at home. Coming Friday, Heroes Day remembrance. Everybody must be observing that very Heroes Day. You must observe it. There is no family in Biafra land that has not lost one or two persons in the Civil War. So we have to remember them. We have to appreciate them, and we have to pray for them. Also, on that very day, those of us who are in the United States know already that you have to be in Washington, D.C., where our diplomatic house is going to be opened in Washington, D.C. The ceremony is going to be graced by many important personalities, and Biafrans are going to turn up from all across the world to be there. It will also be a peace summit. So it's a triple occasion in the United States, and every Biafran is expected to be there. It doesn't matter where you belong. It doesn't matter your ideology. It doesn't matter what your faith is. It doesn't matter what you're thinking, because every single one of us, we agree that we need to be freed from that zoo. So if you are one of those who is genuinely seeking for freedom, you should be there. You should be there. So I appreciate every Biafrans and their preparation. And on that day, again, we are going to stream the program live. We will stream it and make sure that Biafrans across the world key in into the program and they follow up. It is very, very important. Every Biafran, wherever you are, you must key in into that program. So on that day, if you have not yet subscribe and also touch your notification bell so that when we go live, you will get the notification and you join. And already there is a Zoom also that have been created for that occasion. Zoom have been created. People who cannot be there in person can join the Zoom. If you cannot attend the program in person, you can join the Zoom. So the Zoom have been made available. It's there in a platform of our Deputy Prime Minister on X. You are going to find the Zoom link, and most of our platforms, you're going to see the Zoom link. That day you can join through the Zoom while we stream it live for those who cannot be able to get into the Zoom to also watch across the world. I appreciate every one of you. And today, the topic we are going to discuss today says, we will never forget. The deception and propaganda against Biafra will only make us stronger. We will never forget. It is a fact that everybody should have in their mind, we will never forget. We will never forget our heroes. We will never forget the suffering of our forefathers. We will never forget what the Zoological Republic has done to our children, to our mothers, to our fathers. We will never forget. We will never forget the atrocities of Nigerian government against our children. We will never forget the more than 3 million and 5 million people that died during the Civil War. We will never forget. If anybody is thinking that somehow you are going to push it and sweep it under the carpet, they are wasting your time. We will never forget. And that is why we will continue to journey of Biafra until the last man standing, because that is the only way we can find succor. The Nigerian government have made it as a law that they will continue to take the life of the Biafrans. They will continue to commit crime against humanity, against Biafrans. They will continue to commit different kinds of atrocities against us. And we will never forget. Forgetting where we are coming from means that we have fallen short. We will not forget. We will be at alert all time to defend ourselves and to know that where we are, we don't have a friend. We do not have a friend. The mission they have against us is to wipe us away from the surface of the earth. So you have to be ready. Only a three we hear that they want to cut it down and it will still remain the same place. Apart from that, no other creature remains at the same point when it is being threatened. When its life is being threatened, it can never remain in a place. It will always fight and get away from that environment. So every Biafra must be at alert. Because if you think it's over, it is not over. The enemy will never like you. They will never like you. It doesn't matter what you do. The hatred they have against Biafrans, it have taken many years to build up. It has taken many decades to build up. It's going from generation. So it's not something you just wake up and you wish it off. No. If you're a genuine Biafra, you must be prepared at all minutes. You must be prepared at all moments because they won't like you. It doesn't matter how good you think you are. It doesn't matter how quiet you think you are. It doesn't matter how silent you are. You say you think you are because you are joining them to castigate your own brothers, that they will have pity on you. They will never pity you. When the time comes, you will be the first person they will take out. Just like some people are deceiving themselves. There are some people today that believe that because they are playing the game of the caliphate, because they are dancing to the tune of the colonial master, that all is well with them. I bet you those people are going to suffer more than you are suffering. Those people, they will face more suffering more than you are doing. That is why there is no sensible and genuine Biafran. We walk away and begin to dine with the enemy. You can't dine with the enemy. Some, they say, if you want to eat with the devil, you eat a long spoon. I say, don't eat with the devil at all. Why must you eat with the devil? It is not about eating a long spoon. How long do you think that your spoon will be that the devil will not get to you? The best thing is to flee. You don't need to eat with any long spoon. No matter how long your spoon is, just flee. You don't need to be there. Because the people we are dealing with are devils. These are a bunch of criminals that are unrepentant souls. In this generation, these are pharaohs that will never allow the children of Israel to go. But I bet you, whether they like it or not, we will continue to pursue our freedom, and victory will be ours in a very short time. No matter how they try to twist it, no matter how they try to stop the light from shining, they can't stop it. You cannot cover the light. You can't cover the light. No matter how you try to cover it and push your lies, Chukwu will use even the enemies to make a confession that is going to surprise everybody. We have had a lot of confession in the past. Unexpected confessions coming, and more are on the way coming. The only thing you have to do as a Biafran is to remain consistent and continue to pray for the USB. As long as you continue to pray for the USB, I bet you are going to be alive and you are going to enjoy the fruit of your labor. But for those today who are pretending that all is well with them when all is not well, wait, one Nigeria is going to happen to them. And when one Nigeria happens to them, they will never escape it. They will never, ever escape it. Chukwu KBM is on our side, and he has given us that grace. All we need to do is to activate that grace and work with it. That will save us. Because the people we are seeing as politicians, these are desperate individuals that can take life to remain in power. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. If you think they care about you, they don't. It doesn't matter whom they are. It doesn't matter whether you're smiling with them or not smiling with them. Every single one of them are the same. They are pursuing the same agenda. That is why you must focus on reality. In this platform, we are about reality. We are about reality. And that is why we are standing our ground and we are standing out. Unlike the IPOB Nigeria and the Ohanes Ndu Hinandam, who are compromising at every given point in time, we don't compromise. We remain consistent in what we are doing. We don't compromise. No matter how they try to twist it, no matter how they try to do it, we cannot be compromised. our freedom worth more than anything you can offer. And I bet you we will continue to move until we get to the promised land. So, judging from what is happening in the media today, their propaganda and blackmail against the Biafran people, we are going to play a video from VOP, and you are going to see how some group of Yoruba individuals are manipulating themselves, thinking that they are manipulating Biafrans. And there are a good number of this kind of people everywhere. That is why Nigeria will never move forward. After listening to this program I'm about to play, you understand why it is necessary that you break up Nigeria. It is more than necessary, it's more than overdue to break up Nigeria. After watching this program, you will know that it is very, very mandatory that you mind what you do and stay away from the zoo. We will never forget the deception and propaganda against Biafra. We will never forget. Whatever they are planning against us will only make us stronger. The propaganda, the blackmail will only make us stronger. And we will continue to march on until we get to the promised land. The situation is terrible. But in the midst of the terrible situation, we will survive. There's no fear. We will survive. We will never forget the deception and propaganda against people of Biafra. My fellow Biafran, wherever you are watching, you must be very, very careful. Don't pay attention to those idiots. There are a numerous number of them who are in different platforms gossiping. Instead of talking about their own freedom, they are busy gossiping. They are busy gossiping. And they are gossiping about their own brother who is busy pursuing freedom. Their own sister that is busy pursuing freedom. They continue to gossip. Some of them because of their belly, because of what they will eat. Some because of their friends. Some because they want to be popular. They choose to go in a contrary direction altogether just to draw crowd. What a shame. What a shame. Just because you want to answer them, you destroy your life and you render yourself useless. That is how bad it has become. For personal interest. And they forgot that we have a collective interest that can solve all the problems. I want us to listen to the discussion that was done on VOP. From there, we can have some sense of discussion this morning because a lot is going on and more is going to happen. Sorry.
Day of celebration of Igbo Day. IPOB insists on May 30 sit at home. Says Day of celebration of Igbo Day. During the morning show, we said something about IPOB said, look, okay, Igbo elders say 30th May, the day that Biafra declared independence in 1967, IPOB says, let's celebrate that day as Biafra Day. Elders said, no, it should be Igbo Day. So there is this argument between IPOB and the elders, about what is the right nomenclature. Should it be Biafra Day or should it be Igbo Day? And
I want us to pay attention to this discussion they brought on their platform, VOP. And the most surprising thing that I saw is that the people that they brought on the panel to discuss the issue of Biafra, none of them is a Biafra. The two of them are from Oduduwa land. They might have a reason for bringing these people to discuss. Two of them, the presenters, are from Biafra land. They are Igbos. But the people that are brought into this program as panelists are from Oduduwa land. I want you to have their nationality or identity for you to be able to digest the discussion very well. When we talk about the hatred some Yorubas have against the Biafrans, the Awolowo boys, you wouldn't understand. There are certain group of Yorubas that will not want to see anything good in Biafra. There are certain group of them that are bent on pushing this propaganda against the Biafrans, and they are in the media. More especially, they have used this media for a very, very long time to attack the Biafrans. Some Yoruba group, the Awolowo boys, they have been able to use media effectively to draw hatred against the Biafrans. At every given point in time, we try to extend the hand of fellowship to our Oduduwa brothers. At every given point in time, we extend a hand of fellowship, but some of them, envy, jealousy will not allow them to be focused and do what is needful. I want you to pay attention on this discussion. They are discussing about our Heroes Day celebration. The Ohaneze Ndohi Nandama, they came together and they said that it has to be Igbo Day celebration instead of our Heroes Day remembrance. The Ohaneze Ndohi Nandama want to change that name. They want to change it from Biafra Heroes Day Remembrance to Igbo Day Celebration. And they call it Igbo Heroes Day Celebration, whatever. This is arrant nonsense. Confusion of the highest order. And the people who are paid to push this very narrative, still Biafrans. Coming from the Ohaneze Ndohi Nandama, you can imagine people who call themselves elders. You call yourself elder, yet you cannot differentiate between your so-called Igbo and Biafra. When we talk about Biafra, Biafra comprises of different people, different ethnic group, different region. Many nations makes up Biafra. But with this fact on the table, still some bunch of idiots came together and they want to change the Biafra Heroes Day to Igbo Day celebration. Now I begin to understand what Nami Kanu say. Anything, any organization you form and you call it Igbo, it doesn't succeed. Nami Kanu made that comment. And I have been following up to look. Every organization you form and you give it that title, Igbo, it will not succeed. You can imagine this Ohaneze Ndohi Nandama that call themselves the representative of the Igbo nation. The kind of suggestion they are bringing. The same way when you look at World Igbo Congress, the World Igbo Congress, you see the role they are playing. Very, very dirty role. That is what they have always played. World Igbo Congress. They have always been in the forefront of disrupting what we are doing. This World Igbo Congress was in the front line of challenging Nami Kanu, of making us not to defend ourselves today. They were the first people Nami Kanu approached. And they ignored him. But today you see them lining up in the court that they want to attend his court and you think they mean well. These are people that are looking for their own personal interests. They want to show off. I want us to pay attention to this discussion they're having on VOP about our Heroes Day remembrance. That some idiots want to change to Igbo Day. Let's pay attention and hear what is. But have it in mind that the panelists here, two panelists that they brought here are Yorubas. So listen, have that in mind why they discuss, because when you hear them very well, you know where they're coming from. You will now understand. When they speak, you know where they're coming from. That is why I mentioned their location, their tribe. Two Yoruba men were invited to discuss our Heroes Days. I wonder why this station did that. The presenters, two of them are Igbo, but the people they brought as panelists there are Yorubas. And I want you to listen to their own idea. And it is not surprised that they will buy into the idea of the criminals that call themselves Ohaneze Ndohi Nandama. But I want us to pay attention. Let us listen to them.
IPOB is insisting that it must be Biafra Day. So what's your reaction to?
My reaction to this is very simple.
Okay.
You see, if we concede to the Biafra Day, it's like we are resuscitating combative agitation through that particular day. But you still achieve the same effect, the same narrative if you say Igbo Day. Government cannot be comfortable if you are saying you are celebrating Biafra Day. Already you have put government on its toes, given the antecedents of the agitators for Biafra. Just like when Odua Republic, Odua Congress, People's Congress, OPC, when they were here and rooted in the Southwest, no president or governor would hear OPC Day or Odua Republic Day and will be comfortable in the government house on that day, because it can snowball into something unexpected. And I don't want a situation, we are getting to a point that we are achieving success in bits. Now they said political solution cannot free Kanu. Now we are having accelerated hearing. In the next couple of...
I want you to pay attention to what this clown just said. This man is trying to compare the Biafra journey to OPC and Odudua. It is madness. It is insensitive. It is fraudulent and evil for anybody to wake up and begin to compare Odudua, OPC to Biafra issue. They have no relation. They are not related in any way. And for this man to come here and begin to compare these two things together, it is fraudulent, it is evil, very insensitive. And these are the people that I call the Awolowo boys, that will do everything to keep us down, that their own journey is to fight against Biafra. This man was being asked about the idea to remove Biafra Heroes Day and make it Igbo Day, which is madness on its own. That one is madness on its own, created by the Ohanese Ndo Hinandama. And this man on his speech now is telling you, trying to bring OPC and Odua to compare with the issue of Biafra. Biafra fought a brutal war for 3 good years. Don't ever forget it. Odudua Republic has never been serious with it. It is just a mouth they are saying it. They have never been serious about that. Odudua Republic has never fought any war. Odudua Republic is not a serious project. Biafra has been a country that existed from 1967 to 1970. A country that existed, recognized by countries of the world. Biafra was recognized by countries of the world, and none of them took back their recognition. None of those countries took back their recognition. It is not the same thing with your OPC or what, or they are not the same. Fought a brutal war for 3 good years. The war that was engaged with the British, the Russians, the French, and all the Arab nations against Biafra. Fought for 3 good years, and we lost more than 5 million people in that war. More than 5 million, mainly children, were starved to death. A genocidal war that the world have refused to recognize as genocide. This is a fact that nobody will water down. That is why I say we will never forget and we will never forgive. Because of idiots like this and comments like this, we will never forget and we will never forgive. For any idiot to come on media and begin to compare the Biafran civil war, the genocidal war against Biafrans, we are more than 5 million Biafrans lost their life. More especially children who were starved to death. You want to compare it with your so-called Odudua and OPC. It is an insult. It's an insult that we cannot accept. You can imagine what this idiot is spilling in his mouth. And I don't blame him. I blame the bunch of clowns who call themselves Ohanese Ndo Nandama. That is why Mazen Nande Kanu described them the way he described them. Mazen Nande Kanu, let me see if I can find the video where Mazen Nande Kanu described those criminals that call themselves Ohanese Ndo Nandama. Mazen Nande Kanu described them for what they are. He described them Ohanese Ndo Nandama. That is how he did. Mazen Nande Kanu described them.
Hanese should be brought out and shot dead or hanged. These people are worse than Awusa Alamajiri. They are hopeless.
Exactly.
Or Hanese and Dioshin and these are vagabonds from the depths of hell. These people should be hanged in front of their father's compound in their respective villages. Okay, so Natanyenaji. Okay, these are evil men because of money, peanuts, because of 5 billion they sold their right, the birthright. Useless, hopeless men. Or Hanese don't care about you. They don't give a damn about you. They will sell you any day, any time, any second, any minute without looking back because they are the products of sabotage during the war. Everybody in Ohanese today was in MPN. I was a Fulani party. They were the people that they chose to sabotage Biafra. That's why they went into Ohanese. Ndaran and Dioshi. Only fools can listen to them. Useless Ohanese and Ndaran and Dioshi.
You see, this is how Mazen Nande can describe this bunch of criminals. And they continue in this, their evil. They have never, ever repented or changed. They have never repented. You can just see the shame they brought upon us that gave this man the audacity to say what he's saying today. It is this same Ohanese that brought out a topic that made this man to stand in a national TV to insult the Biafrans. You can imagine.
And will be comfortable in the government house on that day because it can snowball into something unexpected. And I don't want a situation, we are getting to a point that we are achieving success in bits. Now they said political solution cannot free Kanu. Now we are having accelerated.
Before I push him forward, let me take it back so that you can hear clearly what this idiot said before. That was what I wanted people to hear him again. What he said. What this idiot said about.
The same narrative if you say Igbo Day. Government cannot be comfortable if you are saying you are celebrating Biafra Day. Already you have put government on its toes, given the antecedents of the agitators for Biafra. Just like when Odua Republic,
now you see him trying to compare, bringing Oduduwa Republic into it, to compare it with the issue of Biafra. That is where I got mad. And the people that brought this insult to us today is the Ohanese Ndohin and Dama. Listen to what the comparison this idiot is bringing.
Odua Congress, People's Congress, OPC, when they were here and rooted in the Southwest, no president or governor would hear OPC Day or Odua Republic Day and will be comfortable in the government house on that day because it can snowball into something unexpected. And I don't want a situation, we are getting to a point that we are achieving success in bits.
You can imagine this guy comparing Biafra issue. This is arrant nonsense and madness. And this is what the Ohanese Ndohin and Dama have brought upon us. You see, when Mazen Nande kind of speaks sometimes, you people won't know why he's using the harsh word. If I have more hard word than he has just used here, I will use them. If I have more strong words, I will use it. Look at the disgrace they bring to us that make this man to come and begin to compare Biafra, that people lost their life, more than 5 million people lost their life, mainly children who were starved to death. That this man is comparing to OPC and Oduduwa, whatever, that doesn't have a stand anywhere, have not even fought for their freedom, have not even protested. What an insult brought upon us by the Ohanese Ndohin and Dam. This is just painful. My brother Maxwell, you're welcome. Thank you so much for joining, bro Max. Thank you. Good to have you there. If you can hear me, unmute yourself, bro Max, and just say something to us, and I'll move on with the video. Bro Max, are you there? Unmute yourself. I don't think Max is there. So let's go on and play the video.
Now they said political solution cannot free Kanu. Now we are having accelerated hearing. In the next couple of weeks, we will get judgment on that case, and then we'll move forward. And now we want Biafra Day. I would prefer we talk Igbo Day.
But that
because
would...
hold on.
Okay.
You see, I am saying my mind
Yeah.
as a Nigerian. And if it comes to OPC, it's the same thing I will say.
But in this particular one now, some persons will say, no, we are not doing it that way. No, Mr.
We are not doing, we are
listening.
You know what, on this program.
At this point in time, I'm
hold
cutting
it,
at this
hold
point.
it.
No, I'm not holding it. I'm cutting it. No, I'm not holding it.
You are not the one moderating this program.
I am.
No,
You see, what this man is saying is very, very annoying, and the lady could not hold it anymore. She wants to interject, and this clown doesn't want her to interject. This girl that is presenting this program and the other man, they are Igbos. And only an evil man, only a fulefu, only an Igbo efulefu will stand and listen to somebody be vomiting this nonsense, and you don't interject. You just keep quiet and assimilate it. Only a fulefu, only Bontrowe, those who were born by Janjaweed, we can sit in the same table and begin to listen to this man vomit this nonsense. Any human being that, any Biafran that have the Biafran blood flowing in his vein cannot sit down and listen to this nonsense that this man is spilling in his mouth. This is very, very insulting. Very, very insulting. Very, very insulting. I can't imagine this. I can't imagine this. Let's hear him again.
Political solution cannot free Kanu. Now we are having accelerated hearing. In the next couple of weeks, we will get judgment on that case, and then we'll move forward. And now we want Biafra Day. I would prefer we talk Igbo Day.
But that
because
would...
just hold on.
Okay.
You see, I am saying my mind
as
a Nigerian. And if it comes to OPC, it's the same thing I will say.
But in this particular one now, some persons will say, no, we are not doing it that way. No, Mr.
We are not doing, we are listening.
You know what,
on this program.
cutting at this point in time. I'm
hold
cutting
it,
at this
hold
point.
it.
No, I'm not holding it. I'm cutting it. No, I'm not holding it.
You are not the one moderating this program.
I am the moderator of the show. You are the one that
we are the moderator.
I am the moderator of the show.
And you are moderating. It's a free for all here. That is a show.
Please.
It's my show.
When you finish,
so now the thing
let
is
us know when we can come.
But that's why we're not doing a question and answer session on this particular show. It's a newspaper.
But he was making a point, and you interjected him. So let him.
You took it from my mouth.
We're pressed for time, as a case may be. Now, if you wake up and say want to limit this to Igbo Day, as a case may be, some persons have also come up with the argument to say that it cannot be an Igbo Day celebration because the Biafran war that was fought in Nigeria, history having that a whole lot of other persons also joined this war. We have non-Igbo speaking persons participating in the war. For example, someone said earlier in the morning that the second in command during Ojukwu during the time of the war was an Akwa Ibom man. He wasn't an Igbo man, as the case may be. So when you say we are making it Igbo Day celebration on the 30th of May, it's more like disenfranchising the persons who also lost their loved ones in the cold hands of this particular war, to say that they are no longer, maybe they don't really, their effort during the war is not being recognized, which is not really a good thing. So if we're saying we're having a Biafran Day celebration, which actually happens after the Biafran War, to recognize heroes who lost their life in both ends, from Nigeria and also, the Biafrans, then we shouldn't wake up to make it an Igbo thing. We shouldn't streamline it and make it just an Igbo thing. People from Benue State joined in this war. Port Harcourt, River State, for example, they have people also that died during this war. We have Nigerians also lost their lives during this war. So why take away what history have already stated?
I'm sure you are even glotting a Yoruba man that was prominent in that war.
Why take out all those other people?
Banjo, yes.
Why take out them and make Jesus an Igbo thing?
Okay.
So
can we come in now?
Mr. Aki, say something.
All right.
If you want to say something.
No, I want to say something. That's why you invited me here.
You see these people, when you sometimes, why I bring this program sometimes from them and show is for you to see the kind of divisiveness that is in the contractor called Nigeria, the lie that is built, the inborn lie in some people. Some people, more especially some Yorubas, not all of them, some Yorubas are bent on making sure that they put everything that is going to demoralize us, everything that is going to demean us, everything that will make us look bad. They will push it, and they are using media to do that. They have been doing it for so many years until Nami Kanu came up and took the social media. They have pushed propaganda against us. They are in the it's not the major attack we are facing is not even because of the Fulanis and Janjaweed. It is the Yoruba media that is the one playing the active role on pushing the propaganda that is making them to demonize us. And they push it and stand on it. They are Wolowo boys. Those are Wolowo boys. They do it and do it with pride. They don't even care. They don't even care about their own life. They don't even care about their own situation. They don't even care if something is happening in their own right. As long as the Biafran people, the IPOB people are down, that is the only thing they want. And it is painful that the Ohanezendo Hinandama is creating the opportunity for these idiots to do what they are doing. This is painful to sit and watch people compare the Biafran civil war, a genocidal war where we lost more than 5 million people, mostly children. Millions of children we are starved to death by the same order given by a Yoruba man. A Yoruba man gave the order to starve the children of Biafra. Millions died, and today a Yoruba man is sitting on the studio trying to compare it with OPC and Oduduwa movement that has no face, and he said we will not celebrate. And the reason you are giving is comparing it to Oduduwa and OPC. That is why we will not celebrate our children whom you took their life untimely. A genocidal war that the whole world know about, and they refuse to recognize it because the world powers were involved in it. That is why it is not being recognized. Because the British, the French, the Russians, to an extent, the United States, we are involved, and all the Arab nations, they were involved in that war. And they ganged up not to recognize it as a genocide. And somebody will sit in the studio, begin to demean it, throw it in our face. Because some idiots who claim to be our representative, they call themselves Ohanezendo, gave them that opportunity. What a shame. What a disgrace. This is heartbreaking. I can see my brother Christian there. My brother Christian is there, and I can see Amuche there. My brother Maxwell, are you there? Max, I can see Bro Max there. I don't know if Bro Max is there, is ready now. Bro Max, if you are there, unmute yourself. Let me hear you. Bro Max, unmute yourself. You cannot unmute. Okay, let me hear from Bro Christian. Bro Christian, if you are there, please let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Hello, Bro Chus, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, my brother.
Bro Chus.
Yeah, I can hear you, my brother. Go ahead.
Hello. Wow.
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you, my brother. Can't you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Wow.
I can hear you. Go on. You can't hear me?
Rachel, I have a network. I have network problem, but I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. I can hear you. Just go on. I can hear you.
Okay, just that. Oh, yeah. I'm not in there. I'm in a different place this morning, but let me just quickly, let me just say something briefly just to, add a support to it. So I'm not in the right place now, but obviously you summed it up. There's this saying that or something like that. Oh, kuno okay deal, because if you know about this they came with this bush. They are the one basically. Is the line the Ohanese told. That is the same line that these two Yoruba guys are towing. So it's very clear what is going on, So that's why it's also important that we have to deal with the issue at home, because if you don't deal with it from home, it becomes a problem outside of home. That is what we have seen playing out. But I thank God for this young lady. And again, like I keep saying, that what you are doing on this platform, unabatedly, that is this program, everyday program, unrelentlessly, And we come in from time to time also to contribute, to lend our support. It goes a long way, because trust me, they are watching, they are seeing these programs, and they are learning, because this lady doesn't do this part in the past. So stuffs are changing, things are changing. It's a gradual process, but things are just happening, and they continue to happen. You see how she was able to take them on and prove a point, let them know you don't do such shameless comparison. Why are you trying to compare OPC and Biafra? Biafra was a war that took place for 3 good years. Bloody civil war that millions and millions of Biafrans died in it. And so how can you? It's like you don't compare orange and apple. There's no basis for such comparison. So I'm really happy that that she put them in their place. And again, the Ohaneses, these are people condemnable. And like you said also from your thing, we never forget and will not forgive either, because they have they've done so much. So it's so disheartening. The pain, I don't see how you can take away the pain, what these people have cost us, both internally and externally. So, but we keep keeping record and watching and seeing everybody who is forming a stumbling block, a problem, and the day of reckoning eventually will come. If it doesn't come in their time, it will come in the time of their children, because the sin of the father shall reach upon their children. They've caused so much damage. The unaccountable, unimaginable level of pain and buying. You can't even, I mean, how do you put it in words? What these people have cost us from decade after decade, and till this day they continue, So we're seeing that is, look, for example, the Hope who's on the match. This is what gives birth to people like that. This type of game they are playing, and he's trying now to groom. They are grooming this the Chikubana guy so as to succeed Hope Uzodimaka. That is the news we are getting now. That his intention is to take over from Hope. So he will go and kneel down to Shetima, and they engage in the ritualism that they do. He's screwing them through their backside and stuff like that. So when he goes and becomes the president, the governor of Imo State, he will just look away when the Janjaweed comes and be buying our people, taking our land. He will look away. He won't do anything, because they've been ritually, completely emasculated. That is what happened to Soludo and the rest of them. Things will be happening in Amrambra. Soludo will not talk. He will just look away, because it's already. So that is, like I said, bro, let me just give a chance to others. And thank you so much, bro Chus, and God bless.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for that very contribution. It is really, really disturbing. Really, really disturbing. And we cannot keep silent when we see this kind of nonsense going on. Bro Max, are you there? Are you there, Bro Max? I'm not sure Bro Max is there. I don't know why, Bro Max, you're not there. So let's continue on that video and complete it.
So my challenge, and I mentioned it from the front, is that when we want to now begin to rewrite history, rewrite history because we want to satisfy a tendency, which is exactly what I am seeing here. Emma, the spokesperson for IPOB, recognize what you have said. He said yes, because it's coming from people not necessarily of Igbo extraction, but from elsewhere, including Yorubas. Wole Soyinka left the comfort of where he was and risked his life to go into the hinterland to say, no, this should not happen. But the real origin of the whole of that started in 1966.
See,
in 1966,
I want you to listen to this idiot again. Another Awolowo boy. Now he is playing the card back to 1966 to talk about Igbo war, Igbo coup. That is where he's going now. You see where he's starting. Even after a confession had been made by somebody who participated actively in that war. Mm-hmm. Even after a confession had been made by Babangida. This idiot is here now, playing the card again, taking the whole discussion back. Mm-hmm. Just listen to what he's going to say. Let me not just conclude. Listen to what this idiot is going to say. to show you how evil these people are.
But the real origin of the whole of that started in 1966. In 1966, we had a 1966 before we had the Nigerian Biafran War, but Nigeria called it Nigeria Civil War. And I said, what Ojukwu did after the Aburi Convention, signed in paper, well, I don't know whether it's signed, but agreed, was on Aburi we stand. And he declared a secession. We are still fighting that angle up till tomorrow. Then why do we have the National Heroes Day, Nigeria Armed Forces Heroes Day that we do on January 15th? Does that not include people who died on Biafra side, if you call it Biafra, people who died from, from the southeast, from the southwest, and stuff like that? You begin to create an avenue whereby I don't have a problem. If the bulk of the...
You see the card this idiot is playing. He now took the whole matter now, took it back to 1966, and now he's talking about Nigerian Army Remembrance Day. And in his explanation now, he first of all tried to blame Ojukwu, that Ojukwu, after going to Aburi, they reached an agreement. He didn't know whether he signed or he didn't sign. Then he came and he declared secession. You see how he briefed it? Just to cage down our eternal leader as the cause of the problem. And he forgot now to expatiate and say that an agreement was reached. What was the agreement that was reached? The restructuring they are talking about today was what was agreed. Agreement was reached to go back to regionalism, every region on their own. And on reaching to Nigeria, Gowon moved away from that agreement and the pogrom continued. Then Ojukwu said, I cannot fold my hand and continue to watch my people die. I have to protect them. And he has to make the declaration. Because they have walked away from agreement that was reached. But look at how he built briefing and captured it. And the loss of life of the Biafran did not even start from 1966. From 1945, they have been against us. From 1940, it didn't even start from 1960. From 1945. From 1945, they have started this. It didn't start from 1960s. These people, you see, when I listen to these people, when you listen to them, you see the need for you to stand with the Biafra for better, for worse. You see the need to fight to the last breath you have to walk out of this contraption called the zoo. Because it will only spell doom for everybody. Any genuine person that is still sane in that contraption, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your religion, you should cry and call for disintegration. Let every region be on their own. People with this kind of mindset should go with their own vision. People with this kind of mindset, they don't want to have anything to do with us that are Biafrans. Let them go ahead and be who they want to be. Let the Arewas be on their own and let the Biafrans go their separate ways. That is the only solution. This kind of people will continue to push this agenda of divisiveness and continue to trample on every decision we make and make sure that we do not survive. That is their mission. They will still continue to carry out the mission of Awolowo to starve our children to death and make sure we do not survive. They have just done it again in Jamb. They just did it again in Jamb. And they took all the southeastern results, a Yoruba man again. A Yoruba man took all the southeastern and told us that there's a glitch. Told us there was a glitch. In Lagos State, they included. Lagos State, we know that majority of their students there are Biafrans. Go and check that result that was cancelled in Lagos. The area that was affected. Go and check the names you see there. They are Biafrans. A Yoruba man did it again. When you see all these things, if you don't know that the only way out for us is to get out of Nigeria, you're a fool. That is why when Mazen Nami Kanu speak about Yohanezendu Hinandama the way he did, I say, if I have stronger word than he used, I will use them.
Igbo nation, people say, yes, we recognize that there is a plebiscite that can go on. Go ahead, do your plebiscite. Tell us what areas, the Biafra, is it Biafra of old or Biafra of new and all that. Before you can begin to talk of Biafra Day, Biafra currency, Biafra language, and all that. That basically is mine. Now, there is a growing tension and distrust in Nigeria. There is a growing tension and distrust in Nigeria between the southeast and the north, the southeast and the southwest, the east central, that again is dovetailing into this leadership question. We can now get a great human being from the southeast, but would he be trusted? And vice versa. These things don't help. These things don't help reconciliation. Why are we like they said, okay, why are we trying to now wake up something that ordinarily
on the notion of reconciliation?
I'm not sure it's about waking up something that is
okay. All right.
People have said that look, the Biafran spirit is something that can never be wished away.
It can never be wished away.
Even if they also agree that it might be very difficult, to get the Biafra off a state, but that spirit will never die. We still celebrate the Holocaust Day.
You are very right.
We still celebrate the Holocaust Day. South Africans still celebrate the Van Riebeck Day, that the day he made the land.
It's also a fact of history and all of that the Northerners will never.
Now, listen to what he wants to say. Listen to what that Yoruba want to say. Listen to what Yoruba want to say. His own remembrance. Listen to what he wants to say. Just pay attention to what this Yoruba man is going to say. Pay attention to what he wants to say.
The Northerners will never ever forget what happened to the Premier of the East, of the North, and the Prime Minister of the North. Okay. They will never forget
They will never forget. The Igbos will also never forget the fact that a certain president, Babangida, has also come out to say, look, that coup was clearly not an Igbo coup. There are people from the southwest, from the southeast, from the middle belt, from the north, were part of it.
Yes. Okay.
He mentioned names.
Okay.
So whoever wants to forget can forget. Whoever wants to remember can remember.
And on the reconciliation note too, cut across the 36 states in Nigeria.
You are right.
Even before Babangida, a lot of people have also said that.
A set of army officers killed.
Now, you see why this guy brought the coup. Now he has become very clear. The presenter has now triggered him. When the presenter triggered him, he now become very, very clear, reminding you that the Northerners will never forget what happened to their premier. He's still going now back to Ivuko. Even when Babangida, an active participant in that coup, have come to confess. This man, look at when he was triggered, just look at it. He has not shown where he's going. Go ahead.
I lived among these people, the Yorubas, for decades. I grew up there as a young boy. So I understand also how their mind works. They are always in this position, not all 100%, but for the most part. They try to mix up things. Sometimes it looks like they want to hit the nail or like speak the truth, but they will mix it up. Just deceptive is unimaginable. Some of the things that Nami Kanu was always saying in the earlier part of his broadcast about the people. People say it's hate, blah, blah, blah. But he was just telling you exactly the people you are dealing with. The people you are dealing with. You see, the two Yoruba guys, they try to bring up a lie that has been debunked, and a lie that cost millions of our people's life. When he said 1966, but Babangida, everybody has debunked it that was just a lie. It wasn't an Igbo coup. But meanwhile, not just a lie, it took lives of millions of people. And you are trying to tell me that the Northerners will not also forget that they are premier and this and that. Look at the individuals of maybe 2, 3. You're going to compare that to a lie that was orchestrated and took the life of millions, and the genocide was committed again by your own people. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was Awolowo, your own person again, that brought up that idea that led to that hunger, that starvation. And you are trying to justify, instead of you to be sober and be remorseful, so that people can at least look at it and say, yes, there's some form of remorsefulness on your part. No, but you're trying to twist it to make it look like both sides. There's nothing like both sides on this issue. both sides are guilty. No, they are absolutely, because the whole thing was fought on the basis of lie, and you people conspired with Northerners and committed this heinous crime. And you think we could wish it away, but the thing that impresses me the most is that these two of our people are standing their ground, unlike the things we've been seeing previously, where our people cowered. And that is why I tell you that Nami Kanu has come to right the wrong. That is, you must be able to speak the truth without fear or favor, regardless of where you are, which platform. So our people, so a lot is changing. It's not done yet, but we keep pushing. I'm so impressed that this lady and the Okoro, they're able to put the things in the right perspective. So don't come here and try to create lies and think you get away with it. No. We know how we've studied. We know how the whole thing come about. Abure was reached and the agreement was concluded. Gowon came back. The British advised him otherwise. And he said, okay, and even at then, Ojukwu did not declare war. No. Ojukwu did not cause war. He simply said, I will not fold my hand and watch you continue to massacre my people in the north and think that it's okay. Therefore, that we stay on our own. It's as simple as that. So he didn't come to fight you. He didn't bring war to you. He just said, we stay on our own. You stay on your own. But you said, no, you cannot stay on your own because you must be with us. Who does that? That's why the Nigeria brought the war. They brought the war upon us. So we have to defend ourselves. So when people, so this how it's incredible. It's incredible, my brother. I'm with you.
This is so painful, you know. It's so painful when you watch some. That's why sometimes I bring these things and I share it here, and I encourage people to also sometimes you look into their conventional media, because every blessed day when you look to their conventional media, you will see reason to support the United States of Biafra. You will see reasons to support the cause of Biafra with the last breath you have. You will see reason to support it.
And Maz, keep in mind that all these channels you see, this forum and YouTube and these things, they are also being financed by the same imperialists that.
Of course.
In other words, they work together with this Yoruba controlled media house in the country, because they run the media house on behalf of the paymasters,
yes,
the AIT, the Arise, even though they put Undoka there, say he's the proprietor. But we know these things. We've dig deep. We know how these things works. This VOP, this channel, but some years back, I asked one of the leaders, say, who is the proprietor? Who owns it? She didn't want to tell me, you know. So, but these things we know. Who financed them? And you know that him that pays the how they call it, bride price or Bafra dictate, who that pays the Bafra dictates the tune, right? So yeah, who that pays the Bafra dictates the tune. That is what is playing out here. So, but on their own part, we also know that for some of these people, it's a kind of a complex dichotomy, because this Awolowo boys, the hatred is real and is so deep. But at the same time, they don't want you to be free. They don't want to leave you alone because of what they are benefiting in the association with the Indigo, with Biafrans. They know what they are benefiting, but they won't let go of the hatred and the envy and the plan, the effort to emasculate you, to keep you there, to oh my goodness. So when you look at this, it's not today that I started working with these Fulanis to make sure that they destroy Ndibo. That is their game plan. But we can never accept it. We can never agree to that. We can never agree to that. So, like you just mentioned, the jump. This is one of the just clear example of what they are doing in every way possible.
A Roman again, a jump.
And how about the budgetary allocations? They will just deliberately cut off, you know, the Biafrans in the Igbo. They do it, and when you complain, they say, okay, wait.
Yeah, that was one video I'm going to play now. Just continue. After this video, there's another one I'm going to play.
Yeah.
So that we'll see that one.
So it was the same people who came together and conspired to make sure that nothing works in Biafra land. And this man is trying to let you to say that there's hatred between the blah, blah, blah. But look, what they do, they know the Biafrans. They know, regardless of the fact that Biafra is not Igbo alone. In Biafra, because what they do, they deliberately do what they do. Deliberately. There's no mistake in what it is deliberate. They make sure not in South, not in Southeast, do you have a functioning seaport. Not in South or Southeast, do you have a functioning, workable international lane that you can board a flight in UK here and land in Asaba or land in Port Harcourt? No, nothing. They did this thing deliberately. But they did it to punish all of us as Biafran, to subjugate all. But on the other hand, they will say, "Oh, South is not Biafra. South is not Igbo." Blah blah blah. But you see, it's a funny game these guys play. But I think they are coming to their end because, like I said, the level of how I feel towards these two interviewers here, they are giving it to them. Stop playing this game. We all know the fact. We studied. We were not born when these things were happening, but we've seen now. We've researched. We know what happened. So that is the thing, my brother.
This is really disturbing. The wickedness is disturbing, and I don't know why people are taking it for a joke. Some of us Biafrans, we are not paying attention. That is the most annoying thing. Some of us Biafrans are not paying attention.
Yeah.
Just like the idiot you talked about now, the one that called himself Cubana chief priest or whatever.
Yeah.
You see what he's doing. You see what he's doing. You see how they are preparing him.
Yeah.
See how they are preparing him.
Hope Uzodima.
Hope Uzodima pushing him. When he comes, you see how he's lying down. Lying down and prostrating. While others are standing talking, he is lying down and prostrating.
Yeah. Hey,
how they make him look so useless in that very place.
And after Omechaja Yejebu governor of Imo State, can you imagine that? They're not also there. And they bull in the Igbo or Joshi or Lufanya or American or Marifan. Who puts on the send there to Shetima because you're all those sexual ritualism, Masuluda, I'm telling you, this is not limited to these two. If Aru marry my dear brother, you remember that Nami Kanu clear back then. Ma we can now because Aju Fenino or the engaged in. Tambua, Tambula, so if Ochoga, Nake William advice, you know. So yeah. You can see these things they are not even, it's just so open now. It's just out there for everybody to see. Chivana Kupris will take on in this guy, but I'm coach, but it now that is not the point. But Sepulane, Kefin is Sepulu Shetima terrorists on what basis? Or Chukuka Oboze, EJ Sepulu Shetimane, or Buchukuka Obo. Or because Opusama were Nefi game, ne, Nifo Nosi, Megi me. Osi boyele kegi boye blue governor. And that is why, like I said, they will be emasculating and be destroying and subjugating, destroying Infendi. Soludo has never spoken a word. Rather, they're in Anambra. We talked to Eza, another Ekwenso. They protect. You do know that their game plan, because this Fulani, their game plan is very, very precise. They know what they are doing. Is the land. When they come, they don't go to the city. They don't go to live among people. They go into the bushes. Why do they do that? Because him that controls the land of a nation controls the wealth and the authority of the nation.
Of course.
That is what it's all about. If you control the land of a country, you control the wealth. So they know what they are doing. They stay there in the bush, and 10 or something years from then, they just tell you that this is their place. This is they've already planted everything they need. So it's terrible, my brother. But we thank God for the enlightenment and the awareness, the awakening, which the blueprint in and the Kanu led, and we have to take it from there. Without delegate, my brother.
So can remember.
And on the reconciliation note, too, cut across the 36 states in Nigeria.
You are right. Even before Babangida, a lot of people have also said that.
A set of army officers kill people from the north, kill people from the south, and didn't kill anybody from
a
the
set of
Southeast.
people who are the set of people that killed those
I
people.
hear you.
Were there no Yorubas in that group that killed people?
And that was not even led to the west-west that we're talking about.
Continue.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Okay.
This is where we wrap up.
That is history playing out. We have it
this
after.
is where we wrap up this news.
Thank you very much.
Big thanks to you, Mr. Delifano. Thank you, Mr. Akifatuke.
Always a pleasure. Okay. And anytime you have argument like this with me, you are going to give me lunch.
It's not an argument. We're here just to educate and entertain and also inform the people.
He's going to give
Well, Mazi, sorry. I like the fact that they ended on a lighter note without so much acrimony. That is fine. But it's always important that you make your point straight and very, very strongly defend your position, which they've done, and they've ended it up in a peaceful sort of, so that's fine. But the point is that this whole accusation and counter accusation, this whole acrimonies and fighting, it doesn't need to be. It just don't need to be. It's a simple way to put it right. Make everybody do the right thing, be on the right path. You stay on your own as Oduduwa, Yoruba stay on your own, Biafra stay on their own, Ariwa stay on their own. If Middle Belt want to stay on their own, they stay on their own. If Bini want to stay on their own, they stay on their own. It doesn't have to be. Some people can be 1 million, some people can be 2 million. What the heck? So you keep it simple. If we have to forget about the past, fine, we can move on from the past. But you cannot continue on the same evil, on the same marginalization, which, like we said, even till today, they are still in it, and you think it's going to be okay. No, it's not going to be okay. The only way we can move on is that we right the wrong. No, you're not long way. Chris, that's your business. So it's very simple. They can't be coming here and be forcing and fighting all the time over something that happened in the past. If only they can just do the right thing. And again, the right thing is Oduduwa go, Biafra go, Arewa go. Any other region that want to form their own, form it, then they will go. Yeah, we can trade among each other. We are neighbors. Simple as that. After all, what is the population of Benin Republic and all these other small Mauritania and all whatnot? So that is the simple thing. I wish somebody would be bold enough to take these 2 Yoruba guys that look, okay, these things has happened, but at the same time, we have to find solution. And the solution, unmistakably, the only solution is that go with your own Oduduwa and do your thing. It doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that Oduduwa person cannot be in Biafra land. He can live there. He can become a Biafran.
Because stand as an island. We still have to relate with the other part of the world. Our neighbors have to be there. We can still intermarry. We do business together. Do everything together.
It's because that's how it happens all over the world too. You can be a Yoruba person and you marry a German or British or American. So we can still trade together. We can still intermarry. But you have your own nation. Then you'll be able to form your own policy, form the constitution, and form your own ideas and that one commonality on how you want to rule, to develop, and to So again, thank God the video you played about the Hausa guy, I think he's based in the US, who said that Nigeria will never develop except there's a way he put it. You remember the video? I think you played it yesterday.
Yeah.
So there's nothing. So all fingers can never be equal. We cannot all move at the same pace. It's incredible. It's crazy experimentation to think that you gather people who are not one people in any way, shape, or form, who don't have any one belief system, and say that they must all be together and develop at the same pace and at the same time, and whether they go forward or not, it doesn't matter. They must be. That's crazy. That's crazy. So my brother, but we keep pushing, my brother. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Akonye Wetere, no. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Akonye Wetere. I don't know why Bromance cannot unmute. Akonye Wetere, are you there? Akonye Wetere, are you there? Unmute yourself and speak if you're there. Bromance, are you there? Unmute yourself.
Hello?
Hello, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning from my end.
Good morning, you're welcome.
All the person in the house, Allah make hello.
No.
The topic you treat Uncle Chooks and the videos people got now, but a clear picture of our importunity, the entirety of Igbo. You know, I used to make an analogy that we are catalysts in the making of Nigeria. And I tried the laymanly to explain what I understand by catalyst. In a reaction, catalyst, all we have either to speed up the reaction or to lower the reaction. When the resultant product that is ihe ndị Igbo nọ na Nigeria. And that is what Nami Kanu tried to undo. Nami Kanu tried to undo that ideology in the minds of our people. Simon Ekpa tried to make it because his own was backed with action. Nandi was only preaching, saying that when the time is right to strike, that we are going to strike. Now, what am I going to make in this video now? You know, when I'm saying that we are the one giving them the platform to be rough riding us and riding freely. That is why these men will come and be rewriting history. When you call on the moderator, they will tell you that we have intermarried. Please, I beg you. I don't know the country you were, and I want to ask, are you married to Igbo person where you were? Yes or no? Uncle Chooks.
Are you asking me?
I want to start from here. I say, are you married to Igbo person?
Yes, I'm married to Igbo person.
Your friends that are from this place, that you are in the same country or in the same city with, is all of them married to Igbo person? Let's leave
No,
it.
many of us are
Many
here
of our people.
Many are married to
white. Does you marrying to those nations, the national of that place you were, makes them to see you as their own, apart from the law that is guiding both old and young, poor and rich? The point of argument of our people uses to piss somebody like me off. Like that guy from the video making round that you played yesterday, the man from Hausa, from Kano, that said that the redundant nature of Nigeria is because of trying to carry the north along. See, Yoruba people, they know. They have envisaged us as a catalyst. They have seen, just as the recent occurrence about Brigi and USB today. If the trend happened, had it been that when Nnamdi started this project 2012, that was Rike being an elder or being someone with vision, is like ihe nna ji amụrụ nwa bụ ka nwa kia nwe nna na-ekpe ekpere ka aka nwe. Ọ bụ na ọ nọ that time say it's like na ọnụ mma abagokwe nwa m ala aka. Call on those hard cause of him because ha nọkwa ruo today. Enwe ndị kapụ masọ ọbụla isi ruo today. Ọ kọọ ha kpọọ ha meeting sị ha ka o si kpatakwuru na nwa akagokwe nna ngwa anyị ga-support ya na majority legezi olu. Then but we meet now, they say this my follower, this my hardcore followers, they will be under me in a panel meeting, a LMM meeting. Now okay man, I hear Nnamdi Gabigoro Gabigia. Okay, they do easy. Now, while I take Nnamdi in, the almighty Efulefu called the US. Later on, I was recommitted. Those ones say, make one 3 years then, Simon on before I complicity and conspiracy. The book that 3 years, the power, weight of that 3 years, carryable like times 10 of it. Now, Simon was able to gather a critical mass again, a force that put everybody on their toes, even all this Efule for Hanese. Let's assume Simon is available, much available with us. Who is Ohanese to say Biafran Day should be changed to Igbo Day? They won't talk to him. The followers also could not read this thing. So this is the scenario that has been repetitive. So that is what we that are coming to air our view. That is what me I'm trying to say. Let people that are listening to us open their eyes. When we open our eye and discover all these weak points of us, it will help us to undo these fools. Because they won't see a point to attack again. There won't be any space for them to penetrate us again. They will say it and go scot-free. Is because when you turn back, you see most of our people messing themselves up. US are there since they succeeded in letting Finland with the help of France and globalists and everything, getting Simon in. Have you seen these guys preaching again or even doing anything? It's only
You're cut off. We can't hear you again, Akonyo Weather. We can't hear you. I think your network.
Simon was.
Your network is cutting off. We can't hear you again. Akonyo Weather, if you can hear us, we cannot hear you anymore. I think your network is cutting off. It's cutting off. We can't hear you anymore. Check your network while you engage back. Bro Max, are you there? What is happening to Bro Max today? He just came on and he cannot unmute. Bro Max, are you there? I hope all is well. Okay, I see Bro Greg there. Bro Greg, unmute yourself. Let's hear you. Are you there, Bro Greg? Unmute yourself. Is there any problem on muting today? At least Akonyo would have you muted and spoke, and my brother Christian spoke. So, Brother Greg and Bro Max, what is happening? You can't unmute. If it is a network problem, so maybe you can go out and come back again. Try it. Go out and come back again. Let's see if you can be able to, if we can hear you. Bro Greg, are you there? I'm not sure he's there. So try and go out and come back again. So as we are saying, just in line with what my brother Akonyo was also saying, it is so sad that our people are giving these idiots the opportunity to insult us. One of the people that are leading the insult on Biafra is the Ohanese Ndo Hinandama, followed by IPOB Nigeria, and today with the fallback group. These are the people that are giving them the opportunity to speak on us the way they want, the way they like. They talk to us with disrespect, without fear. While Mazen Nami Kanu was around, they were gripped with fear. They can't mess up. Mazen Samarapa came and they couldn't be able to withstand. And very soon, very, very soon, I bet you, it will be a different ball game. Very soon. Just as we say, I want to show you what is happening in Anambra State. What you see, the Janjaweed agent in Anambra State. I want to show you the video that came out from Anambra State that somebody covered, the guy they call Harrison. That's the video he covered in Anambra State, what is going on. I want to show you what is happening under Soludo. The criminal Soludo has trained.
In Guam issue. This is an emergency, all right? If you're watching this video, please help me and repost it and help me to share it so the authority can be aware of what is going on in Anambra State. All right. Before I start, please watch this video.
This is the office in Oka. This is AVG, so Anambra Vigilante Group. I think that's the name. It's a security outfit. It's not a police station. It's not a military base or owned by civil defense. This is just a vigilante group, security outfits, who are supposed to work with the police. But now, if you watch this building, by the side of the building, this is where they have the cell. They have up to 1, 2, 3 cells in this place. You see, if you go back, let's go back again. You will see that you have more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 cells by the side of the building. Now look at this man. Look at this man unhandcuffed in the cell. These people here have been here since January this year. January, nobody took them to court. Vigilante outfit. Look at them. Look at people. Look at people. Look at human beings. Look at them. These are people. Some of them, their families are looking for them. Look at them here. Look at them. This is just one of the cells. There are other cells, one by the right, another one again before this one. You understand? So,
this video just watched now is from Anambra State, Udogwachi, the vigilante, the security outfit set up by the government. All right. Do they have right to have a holding cell where they keep people for 4, 3 months, 5 months? Do they have the power? If they have the power, who give them the power? This security outfit are not supposed to be regulated, supervised by the police. What are the police doing? What is the Commissioner of Police Anambra State doing? That if a security outfit can have a cell and keep people for 5 months, 4 months, more than 150 persons are currently held in their facility without trial, without taking them to a competent court of jurisdiction. What is going on? Is the governor aware of this? Is the governor aware of what's going on? Is the military aware that this security outfit is holding people in the cell for months without trial? What's going on with us in this country? Should I talk about the people who died in the custody? That they moved away in the night to God knows where? A lot of every day they are missing people. Nobody knows where they are. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with us in this country? Yes, thank you for your good job, Udogachi.
Which good job? Which good job?
What's why you not do the work? Follow the rule of law, the process. The process. Who gave you the right to own a holding cell where you keep people for months? Who gave you the right to have a cell where you keep people for months? They are in the cell suffering. There is no toilet facility. So once they go to toilet, they tie it in a nylon. They throw it out to the next compound. That same compound, they took people to court. I don't know how they did it. The government, the people got scared and they all vanished. I've tried to reach out to the Commissioner of Police Anambra State. I don't have his number to report this thing going on to him. All right, and I just pray that this video will get to them. Is it legal for a security outfit, a vigilante, to have a holding cell where they keep people for months? You keep people in the holding cell for months. It becomes an issue. It becomes a serious issue for not just the people, also to the government and to the authorities. It becomes a serious issue.
You have seen it. This is your Anambra. You see what Soludo is doing in Anambra State. You see what Soludo and his Udogachi. Is this how the Udo is sharing in Anambra State? You see, cell where they are keeping people. You see, cell where they are keeping people. They keep them for 5 months, 6 months. Some are dead and they throw them away in the night. You see what Soludo and his group are doing. You see the atrocities that the federal government of Nigeria is sponsoring in Biafra land. You see innocent children, that their families are looking for them. When you ask them what crime have they committed, you find out that most of them now, maybe they didn't commit any crime. Some of them, maybe they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Some of them, maybe because they took granite, or they steal banana out of hunger. You see somebody in the cell with handcuff for months. This is what is happening in the Biafra land. In Biafra land, sponsored by federal government of Nigeria, under Soludo. They come outside, they tell you about the established Dogachi. They are chasing native doctors. These people here, are they native doctors? All these people here, are they native doctors? What crime has they committed? That you lock them up, make them disappear. And the same, they'll be telling you about kidnapping. Look at their own kidnapping there. Look at where the state government is kidnapping their own. They kidnap their citizens, they keep them here. In the night, they take them away. They took the ones, they will take their organs. They store them here to extract organs. You heard Harrison say that some of them in the night, when they die, they come and carry them away. You see why we must get out of the zoo. This is why we must. It is a must. It is a must. It's not negotiable. It's a must. This is what is happening, and nobody is talking about this. What Ohaneze Ndohin and Dama will come and talk about is Heroes Day. To change Biafra Heroes Day, remembrance, to their useless Igbo Day. That is what they want to talk about. Instead of talking about things that matters. And they deserve nothing than what Mazen Nami Kanu spoke about them is what they deserve. And I will play that video again to tell you what Johannes and Nduhin and Dama deserve.
Aneze should be brought out and shot dead or hanged. These people are worse than Awusa Alamajiri. They are hopeless. Ohaneze Ndioshi Nandiara, these are vagabonds from the depths of hell. These people should be hanged in front of their father's compound in their respective villages. Okay, Sonatanyenaji. Okay, these are evil men. Because of money, peanuts. Because of 5 billion, they sold their right, the birthright. Useless, hopeless men. Or Hanese don't care about you. They don't give a damn about you. They will sell you any day, any time, any second, any minute, without looking back, because they are the products of sabotage during the war. Everybody in Ohanese today was in MPN. I was a Fulani party. They were the people that they chose to sabotage Biafra. That's why they went to Ohanese. Ndaran and Dioshi. Only fools can listen to them. Useless Ohanese and Ndaran and Dioshi.
That is exactly whom they are. And they are the ones that are bringing this trouble upon us today. Bringing shame upon their people. They are the one in the front line of selling Biafra land to the Janjaweed. And they are doing it without shame. My brother Max, are you there? Unmute yourself.
Yeah, yes, Mazi Chicks.
I was wondering.
Yes, yeah. I was on review, so okay. And there's some dressing that was going on the incision that was done on my body. So it is well. I was listening, but I could not respond to you.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, but I'm done right now.
I hope you're okay.
Yes, God's willing, I'm doing fine. Okay. Amen. He said, good morning to every Biafra. Good morning to Mazen Nami Kanu. Good morning to Simon Ekpa. Good morning to Dr. Ngazan Rabweze. Good morning to all Biafrans right across the world, the cabinet members of the United States of Biafra. I salute each and every one of you for the great job that you are doing. Ruhu Nubadu said that there will be no seat at home in Biafra land on Monday. Sit at home went on Monday. Didn't sit at home go on Monday, Mazu jokes.
Of course, it continues.
Glory be to God. Glory, 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 glory be to God. He also said that there will be no sit at home on the 31st, the Remembrance Day, the Heroes Day of the Biafran people, not Igbo nation. All that nonsense those people were talking about. I do not know who gave them the audacity to speak for over 50 million Biafrans that voted online to be on their own. I don't know where this, extracts, I call them extracts, individuals are coming from, who they are speaking for, and to whose interests are these people speaking. We have told them that we don't want to remain in a criminal construct that can only breed criminals and terrorists. People that facilitate terrorism. People. One of their cleric, nobody knows the reason why they refuse him from entering into their so-called Holy Land. You go to Holy Land, you come back, you answer Alahaji stranger. You come back to your house, you are now supporting evil. Who will take this man if not Nigeria? It is only in Nigeria that this new sheikh will have the mind to do what he is doing. Openly supporting and confessing his support for terrorist organizations that are wreaking havoc. Borno State government said over 30 wards have been taken away from them in that local government. He left with only one. Only one. And a few days ago, there was a bomb blast. In Abuja. Is it not true? A bomb blast in Abuja. And you are here telling us what? We say we don't want. We cannot remain in that country. Let us be. These people doesn't want to let us go. Even some of our people, just like Akunya said, are acting like catalysts. Instead of them to be on the positive side, on the side of the United States of Biafra, they are now on the negative side of the United States of Biafra, of the Biafran people. They are going down now, kneeling down, and asking for favor. The same man in a phone conversation that with Amosu that told you, chief priest, I don't know. I have not been told that you are deaf and dumb, that you cannot listen, or you don't read what is going on. If they are selling land, that they will connive with the Yorubas in Lagos to sell land to you at 5 million, why they will sell the same plot of land at 500,000 to the houses and to themselves. It is the same man that you are going down there today. Do I blame him, Mazuchus? Peter Obi didn't go and kneel down. Ojus Okalu didn't go and kneel down and was begging and crying. Neawodo didn't go down there and beg. So this one is a small boy. He can also go there and kneel down. So that is not our business. But do not do anything that is going to bring destruction to the people of the United States of Biafra. That is my own point. Your actions and inactions is telling to the world that you are not for the Biafran people. You are for what you are going to get. Go and see his defense, especially, I'm talking of Jeffrey. Go and see his defense on his wall. It is because he laid down before, that is why money is like water. And now he is also laying down so that the money will be water again. It's just about money. It's just about money. If other people now accused our people, including me that shares your DNA, that we are lovers of money than lovers of our brothers and sisters, what will you say? It is from these people. Is it not from these people that they will judge us? The actions, the evil act, go to space and see them. Go and see how they are castigating you and I that have said enough is enough. Go and look at the antecedents of this, our people. Who are we going to talk about and who are we going to leave? Is it Atoeze? Atoeze will tell you that the Tinubu is working. When you come to Haneze, Dioshin and their man, is it not because of their actions today, the minority Igbo people that were taken away and made them minority in different places were abandoned? And when they felt that they were abandoned, they have to do everything in order to assimilate themselves to where they gerrymandered them to. What was the role of Ohaneze Igbo as a cultural organization? Is it not to go and seek for your own brothers and sisters wherever they cut them into? Remind them that yes, the need for you to be, the need for you to recognize that we are one people. But they abandoned them. They were going after politics, contracts, and political appointments. Is it not now? Go and check the bank case. The bank case has removed the Inoje in their own state, in their own place. They have adopted as an Obi, which was their ancestral heritage. Who caused it? Is it not the same Ohaneze and Igbo? These people are evil. They are evil. You see, it's quite a pity if care is not taken. And I always say, may God forbid, if care is not taken, the actions, the negative actions of these people that you have mentioned today will bring us down. But may God forbid. Our people have no power again to speak. And when they speak, it doesn't carry any weight. They don't see us finish. We become Ogun for it. Ogun for it. Nothing is useless, good for nothing. And when we speak, it doesn't hold water. This is what these people have created. And these are notable politicians that possess wealth. People inadvertently that could speak and the word listening. But today, look at what they are doing. They abandoned their calling. They have sold the dignity which is inherent in the Igbo, in the Biafran people. You want to make 30th Heroes Day Igbo thing? Who told you? Who declared Biafra in 1967, 68, or 69? Who declared it? Was it an Igbo man that declared Biafra? The people that fought alongside with the Biafran people, was it only the Igbos? What sort of nonsense is that? The same way they carved our people out and make the Igbos minority today is the same thing that this man is canvassing here. Limited to Igbo people so that the other people will not say, oh, we don't know anything about it. After all, this is what you have done to our people with the efforts the people like General Efion put in. Their children will not say, oh, they have abandoned you. They no longer recognize you people. Oh. This is to tell you, the lives of that urchin, what is his name? The Sima will not come out and say, you see, all the things that you people did before, now they have channeled it to Igbo. Another battle. It will never happen. We will not allow that to happen. Biafra cut across the riverine areas. That was the base of the bite of Biafra. You cannot take it away from them. That is the reason why these people went in there and removed it in their map. Today, you cannot see the bite of Biafra anymore. What you see there is the bite of Bonny. That is what you see there. Go and check. Bite of Biafra is no longer there. One of the politicians, I think, of Igbo extraction asked them the question, is it a Bruce or so? Why did you remove it? The answer they gave him was that they knew that the time will come when Biafra will resurrect, so they don't want to allow that to be there. They have to remove it. But when you remove it, you cannot remove it from the heart and the minds of those that have read about it and that have seen it before. That is part of our history. How will we limit the Heroes' Day of the Biafran people to Igbo nation? Is that person mad? Aaron Ache? No, we will do what our brothers and sisters cut across Lower Benue, Kogi, Igodo, and the riverine areas. If you don't like what we are doing, go and die. Go and hug transformer. Anyway, after all, Nigeria no get light. Even if you go hug, their transformer is as cool as ice water. If you be Ghana, I will say yes. If you hug, you will die. Ndiara, Mazi Chooks, let me hold it here. Continue with what you are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution you just made. I thank you so much. You've spoken well, and we must not relent. No matter how they try to stop us, no matter how they try to denigrate us, we will not allow them, and they will never succeed. My brother Greg, please take the mic and speak to us. Bro Greg, you're there.
Yes, I'm here. Please, can you give me just 5 minutes? Let me pack.
Okay. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, every one of you must understand and pay attention to what is happening. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anybody to distract you. No matter what the enemies will throw out to you, no matter what they will say, don't allow it to get to you. There is no other place where we have faith or have hope except in Biafra. The earlier you begin to understand this, the better for every one of us. There is no other hope for us. We thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that he has been able to give us leaders, not rulers. You know, their common saying, they say, Biafrans, we don't have leaders, we don't have, but that is a lie. The only people that have leaders in that contraption called Nigeria are the Biafrans. And other regions are jealous of the leaders we have. What other regions have are rulers, people who impose their will on the people. And you see those rulers in the north. In the north, where you see rulers, you see how they are. Even though they have the richest man in Africa, they are the poorest region in the world. The poorest region in the world is northern part of Nigeria. Even though they have the richest man in Africa. In Oduduwa land, the same thing. What they have there are rulers. Even when you see the innocent there, one who are there, talking about the Oduduwa Republic, seriously. But there are some of them who are there, who claim to be the decision makers and whatever, and they will never listen. They do not have the kind of leaders we have. And they are wishing to do so. In Oduduwa land, at a point in time, they had a leader that came out, and he came out to fight for his own. You see how they stopped him? You see how they blackmailed him, stopped him, and he's no longer making wave the way he was making before. And that is why when some of them look at Mazen Nami Kanu, they respect him. The leader of his own people. They have thrown everything at Mazen Nami Kanu. They have thrown everything at him, including attempt of assassinating him. But yet he continued to stand and continue to move. They made an attempt to assassinate him. He did not give up. He continues. I bet you, no matter how they try, they will never stop us. No matter how they try, no matter the angle they come from, they will never, ever stop us. We will continue to fight until we get our destination. They have tried everything to break Mazen Nami Kanu, but as a leader that he is, even in captivity, he is fearless in the presence of his enemy. In that place, he's still telling them, I have that right to fight for Biafra. It is my right. And he has not given up that right. The same thing, Mazen Simon Ekpa. He came out and he led gallantly without looking back. Even with all the promises, they promised to make him the Dangote of Biafra land. Still yet, he refused. Instead, he gave up his title in Finland, gave up his career in Finland, walked away from his political party, and focused on Biafra. The career that Master Simon Ekpa has built is a career that some of us are having as our prayer points. Many of us are having the career he has already built as our prayer point. But Master Simon Ekpa gave that up for the freedom of Biafran people. And he led and led perfectly well. With all the threat, all the attack, blackmail, and propaganda, he continued. Even up to now, as we stand, he's on international court to stand for you and I. And it's not going to stop. Today, we still have a leader. Even when they took away our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, Dr. Ngozi Orebeze is there today. Against all will, a woman that have made a life for herself, living comfortably. A woman that has a comfortable life, has had children who are doctors. She's supposed to be relaxing herself, enjoying herself, not minding whatever. But once again, she put it on the line. Today, you see how when you see some of them, some idiots that come online and call her name, call her different kinds of names and denigrate her. People who have not achieved one third of what her daughter has achieved. They have not achieved one third. You know, when you see our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, the way she looks young, you wouldn't know that she has already had a daughter that is a doctor. You wouldn't know. When you see her, the way she appears, you would think that she's that young. And you see idiots mount camera and insult her. And regardless of all that, she is still committed in pursuing the cause of Biafra. She's still dedicated in doing what she has to do. She never walked away or run away from the struggle. It is not easy to find such people. It's only in Biafra land you can find them. And other regions are jealous. They want to have what we have. But of course, they cannot. They cannot. They wish to have what we have, but they can't. Tomorrow, our Supreme Nami Kanu will be brought to court again tomorrow. And we are going to be here live. I will be here live. Same time, we will come out as we always do to analyze it and bring you the update from the court. We heard that our Prime Minister also, within the week, hopefully on the 30th, that same day we are having our Heroes Day, that Finland want to break into court. If they chose to do that, we are going to be following them up and we'll put our ears on the ground and see what is going to happen. And the spirit of Biafra, that very particular day, if they bring him, the spirit of the heroes is going to take over everywhere. And I bet you, it will not be it will be a different ball game.
Mazi Chooks.
You're welcome, my brother. Go on.
Thank you. If I can come in here.
Go on, my brother.
I heard something in the zoo. You see, the reason why Finland is doing what they are doing, like I always say, is because of what they are going to get from Nigeria. Nigeria has given them the opportunity now, I think, to establish a company in Nigeria. And I think that company is what the benefit that they are getting for doing what they are doing to Mazi Simon Ekpa. They have collected bribe. I am alleging that they have collected bribe. They have collected bribe to sell their own citizens. They have collected bribe to sell their own political, a politician of Finland. They have sold their own simply because of what they are going to get. That is to tell you the level of injustice that is in these people inherent. That is to tell you how evil these people are. They have been bought. If they have not been bought, which company have they, since before Simon Ekpa got to, become their politician and started fighting for the freedom of his own people. Why now? Why now? Because they have collected. You see, no matter what they do, God will always be on the side of the Biafran people, because we are not fighting to inherit anybody's God-given land or whatever, or resources. What we are fighting is just the protection of the land of Biafra, the self-preservation, to protect the territory of the Biafran people and the dignity of the Biafran people. Our freedom and the freedom of my mother's people is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and those before them fought for. And that is what we are also fighting. Finland should understand, whether you like jail Simon Ekpa according to your laws, whether you like free him, but the agitation that you people also fought to get freedom is what we are going to fight also. And we, God on our side, will get it even better enjoyed than what they have. Because you have tempted, you have done your hand in the affairs of Biafra. You have supported evil against the Biafran people. You have supported evil against the Biafran people, despite what you saw 1967 to 1970 that really shook you. You have forgotten. You have buried the conscience of the Finnish people to support evil. You will pay the price. You will pay the price. Someone should tag Alex Stop. You will pay the price. The same way the wife of Macron, Elizabeth, is slapping the husband, more slaps will come, and this more slap will be spiritual against you, Finland. I believe that there are still good people in Finland that are not in support of the evil their leaders are committing right now. If you know what is good for you, remove your hand from anything that involves Biafra, because the spirit that is coming will consume all of you. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told United Kingdom, stay away or remove your hand in anything that has to affect Biafran people and their freedom, they refuse. He said, if not, Islam will teach you a great lesson. Is Islam not fighting for the establishment of Sharia today? Are they not fighting there now? It will come. Let's continue. Thank you so much.
Yes, Mazi. My greetings to you, Mazi Chus. Am I coming out?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Good afternoon, Max, and all the men and women in the house. My greetings.
They will.
We thank God for today. We thank God for the life of our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa.
Is
And our
Mazi
prayer,
hearing you?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay.
Our prayer is that the victory is on their side and our side. And God have no other option than to give us victory. Our God cannot continue to watch Biafrans die unjust. Our God cannot continue to watch why the enemy kill his children. Our God cannot continue to watch when the enemy use his children to transact business. Our God will not continue to watch the evil people, the bloodsuckers, to continue sucking the blood of his innocent children. You know, yesterday I tried everything to join, but network could not allow me with the busy time. Yes, we thank God. Biafrans must understand that Biafra have no brother, Biafra have no sister. Biafra have no good neighbor. We have no good neighbor. We are standing in the midst of evil neighbors, just like Israel. There is no one single African country that I can bet that have love of Biafra today. Even the same people that they share the same, they say they share the same land before, that called the Oduduwas or whatever, the Fulanis, they called the Aruwas. These people are totally evil. So when all these kind of things come out like this, my heart will be bleeding. My heart will be looking where the grave of Zeke, where they buried that man. That man, what that man did to the Biafrans, so I don't know, before we can come out of it, what Zeke did to Biafra. Because I did not see a man who have children, and he carried his children and handed them over to the enemy. Even when the enemy say, I hate you, and Zeke opened his eyes and carried his children and gave to his enemy. And all the Ohaneses and whatever you call them are still following the footsteps of Dr. Nandas Giwe. So the hate they have in Igbo people is unimaginable. There is nothing to compare the kind of hate the Igbos are suffering in Nigeria today. There is nothing to compare it. It hurts so much when you watch the kind of thing our people are doing. They say about the Igbo politicians and Biafra politicians. They never have one single respect for their citizens. They don't have one single respect for Biafra. They don't have good respect.
Your voice is low. Okay, you're back.
They have no single respect for our people at all. So our people are suffering from the evil that Dr. Nana Zikiwe did and the one that Ohanese are still doing. You cannot imagine that people have business on their own. They pay the shop, they pay the taxes, and the government go and lock their shop and say they are selling a fake drug. And after that, he did not bring out the fake drug and sue those people, take them to the court who sold fake drug. Instead, he locked all the whole shops and asked them to pay 700,000 each shop as fine. That is all the Igbos in Onitsha that are dealing on drug. They are all criminals. They must pay fine. That's what that means. That is what the federal government labeled them. And they have senators. And they have governors. Everybody keep quiet. Now they want to come and speak for us concerning the Biafra Day, which they did not initiate. The Ohaneses, we are there for thousands of years. They did not talk about the Biafra Day or Igbo Day. Now they can continue going jail after jail, carrying all the bullets, spiritually and physical. Biafrans dying and wasting their bloods. And they raised 30th May as the day that Biafra people will remember their dead ones who died during the Nigerian Biafran War. Not only that, the ones they massacred in the many places and their business that were destroyed. They map out that day for the Biafrans. Now the useless called Ohanese is coming to tell them how they will do it. How can you go and give condition for something that did not initiate? You are not the founder of it. And they want to come and tell us now that you want to tell us how we can do it. So, I sometimes, honestly, I don't understand. I don't understand the kind of cause that Igbos leaders, they caused them. Because not the Igbo, they not cause Igbo, but their leaders are the ones that they are caused. It's terrible. Yeah. So I just want to use this opportunity to tell the Biafrans that there is no going back. Let no Biafra man or woman shift an inch from what we agree that we are doing. That is the most important thing. So that when they hear our voice, they will know that we are not shifting an inch. Instead, we are moving ahead. We move ahead spiritual and physical. We move ahead in everything we are doing. The only option we have in our life is Biafra, and nothing will stop it. So that is what I want every Biafrans to have in mind. That Biafra have come to stay. That whether they like it, whether they don't like it, any person that saying he doesn't want to be Biafra, he have right to pack out of Biafra land and go to Fulani and live there. We don't have problem with that. But with they stop Biafra, they will not succeed in stopping Biafra. That's what they must have in their mind. So I just want to use the opportunity to encourage our people to say no to any person that called himself Ohanes or whatever they have as ID or whatever. We are not dealing with them. We don't work with them. We don't have them as advisor. We don't have them as elder. We don't have them as anything. So what we have is the young people, the new generation that are fighting for their freedom. That is only what we have. We don't have any other thing. So every person must have it in his mind that that is what we are doing and we're not going to go back. That is my submission this afternoon. Thank you, Maz.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for your wonderful contribution. How can you with it? Take the mic. Let's hear you. How can you with it? Unmute yourself. Is Akonyo Wetere there? You cannot hear me? Okay, yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
I said our network Bongo is terrible now. It's terrible.
Okay.
It's not stable at all. Like I was saying then, before they booted me out, network booted me out. Let me just complete my line of thought. What I am saying is that I'm now talking to every Biafran. With all this cloud that is with all these things that is happening, with all these insults that these people will just come out, rain on us. Please and please, my brothers and sisters, let us understand ourselves and do things differently. Let's stop giving them the platform for them to insult us. Because the things that is happening now, yesterday, the insecurity, I don't know, they detonate explosive na Mogadishu Barak. That's when
Mogadishu Barak in Abuja.
So the whole thing is no longer funny. The Yoruba man, that are insulting us. Just as I was saying then, when you ask them, that made me to be asking you those questions. Our people are in Ghana. They did not marry. Many did not marry because they want to get it. But when you see your missing rib, a man of reputation, by I must marry from my clan. Because when you prepare yourself, you know what you want. So immediately, if we are among the girls that come across your life, you will know that of a truth, this is the person that will live with me. You marry the person. Will it make you now to say that you are more Ghanaian than the Aborigines? Or will it make you now, maybe you start causing havoc in Ghana? They will not say because you are intermarried, you have married our sister, they will let you to be distorting and disturbing their peace. When they are driving this point and argument, it pisses me off. And people that are projecting and driving this the ideology, they claim unquote that they are red, they are well read. So let us understand how they are doing. And the reason why they are all doing this, that buffoon that was sitting there arguing on making the Biafra Day and Igbo Day, they are all enjoying this system. I told you the other one, Landa Drag, is into oil and gas. They all enjoy the Abacha loot. The other one too from Ondo State, Nke Fina, for the Mafia, first attacked. That say, are you the moderator? They are all enjoying this system. Even our brothers, the billionaires, that are muzzling, showing muzzle that we should remain the same. The system is benefiting them. Bible says, "No, you sorry, rule. Ni abako the cost. Mamiga offset with the bill. No, I get me rule rochaya." When you sit with them, I gave you an encounter I had with one man. Was it last week that I was telling you that the man just came with Tukumbo Kaozoro. So, cause manya as Numi say, like we all thank God for the new motor. So, along the discussion line, he made some comments, and I said, wait, I want to ask you a question. So, say, why are you people not thinking of taking this wealth to let us consolidate that wealth in the Eastern Power? Hold it there. Because in Florida, hold it there. Now, me on that side. Now, with the Igbo cannot pack one day. No, our asset got useless. Where see at the had of Hitler, the Israelites. The same line now, now. In isolation, in one person, we are doing fight. But for us to come as a group and do something, we cannot do it. Do you know that federal government have mega approved? Let them dredge Lekki. But we have like how many ports? Now, south. Our people will not track to dredge River Niger. Tinkan, no. Apapa, no. They are not dredging Lekki again because of their coastal highway. And our politicians are there. We that are in the struggle. Apart from you, that even that I have said it, I gave you the name yesterday. I said it is only you that will say we are whiter than white that I will stand. If you only go Korea, equal baby guy who to avoid poison. Many people are talking about money. But you are the only one that go into their trenches, dig out information, do the analysis with the help of my elder brothers and neighbors. They put their own opinion. People will see it and see the true light of that information. So let us be quiet. Let all the people now let us understand. Let them throw this line. If you say you are with USB, I'm not saying that I am poor because poverty, non classes. Enough. But when you are content of what you have, I can say you are rich. But to live in Nigeria now is very costly. But every day I try to come. I'm saying that others should do it. Even part of my feeding money. I will to buy that to come. Listen to you. If I did not come inside to talk, I'm listening to you. I listen to other people. This is what we need. More radical evangelism, more radical exposition. If we call ourselves the follower of Nami. And when you are doing this exposition, stand on the truth. Do not push unconfirmed story. Do not push it. As if not this, most of our people, our enemies are calling them, feeding them with lies. They are using it as to drive their rubbish agenda. Let us understand these people. If we go about in the Fulani, they will say, then see how their attack is well coordinated, launching it back to back. How many times have anybody seen them on space? Why must anybody must want to prove? Must he go see and they be no even they are here before ndị ego dị n'aka ga-atụnye ego? Ma onye nwere the capacity he preach only le preach. Must you wait for evidence? Must you wait for gratification? Must you wait for somebody to induce you? Either by influence you as a brother, that your brother is dead before you do it. Let us in our different corners do the needful. Speak when it is necessary. Speak what you know that it is truth. And let our coordination be top notch. Kai we undo these people. Because what is happening in Bongo is terrible. Na some of the people that work with PM, na Soludo recruit her, Osbo's ways they PM. Okuna afola la Soludo nwere say le egbusi ndị mmadụ. But ndị fallback republics no ngozi le mia. All say on in circulation online. One guy videoed it. In the night, when somebody died in the night,
I just played it now.
Let me say, a vigilante group with a cell. They detain a up to 4 months, 3 months. But in Biafran Liberation Army, we brought put us now. Biafran Liberation Army detained her. For DOS concocted the story. Where are them today to do the analysis as they did do? Oh, now every voice today now la see Namde. Not very mad. Just give our time. You know, when I was talking yesterday, somebody wrote under the comment that does it mean that I believe that I'm going to 2027? But what I believe will come at any moment, any time. But as a short-term plan and a long-term plan. When you talk about the immediate, you talk about the long-term this thing. All you can make it in good standing. So, if we didn't get it right now, as in within ourselves, where the understanding of anemia, majority of us, I think I'm level because something in a platform no way, yeah. If they about now, imagine go against the Kwakagi, Wumogala, Jebe. That is the standard that your platform has made for itself. If you come here with a biased mind, nobody will push it. You yourself will push yourself away. Now, if majority of us are doing what we are doing, it then means we have moved like 5 steps from where we used to be. Definitely, a time will come, all those people that are called PM, agent of Provocateur, they will still come. That podcast, Michael Okpara, that legal distance, I would want you to look for it. Maybe I should go and share that thing. When you listen to that podcast, you understand how our PM, the things that constituted to the taking of our PM. If you listen to that podcast, pay wrapped at it, you see how the reason why our PM was taken. But you won't see people use it. You won't see people listen to it. Dr. Ngozi now, people, they are speaking from both sides of their mouth. Their ATM yesterday put a Afroman and Kai report. Or see, even I entered there. One idiot was there trying to shift away the program Kai learned. I entered there. I told Kai, all this argument with this fool at the end of the whole thing. And people there, they said it's true. Then now there with the guy moved away and Kai continued this program. Now their ATM is saying, now Biafra Unite, that they worked with at the beginning of this thing. No, Sabo. and na ndị nọ na online agba ụja ka nkịta na ha bụ sabo. If you disagree with them, you become sabo, you become Fulani. You now domesticate the project as Ngozi or as a project. That is what the idiot that came on Kai platform yesterday. We were asking him, what name one thing with evidence? Ngozi must say Ngozi did a coup to Ngozi did a chata another army. Nkuno chotara. Kedu mo na da arụ ọrụ ọsịrị oge nkere abụzikwa oge nkere bụ onye sị ya nwa amị no bridge nwa amị onye bụ leader bridge oge nkere no PM gịnị ka oge nkere bụ na ọ bụ acting gịnị ka ọ la act na ọ na-anọchite anya just confuse people. That is why any idiot will just fly from anywhere and insult us. That is the reason why this fool, you can't go to the governor cultural contest. Thank God now the whole thing is got everybody seeing the feel like, and you will see it 20%. If our people do not come together for us to stop all this charade, Obiano now, they won't carry him back. Falling back to the works of Nnamdi, serve Nigeria and come back in shame. They won't carry him back. They don't change the lawyer. Sack the one who mere magomago 4 million as not 4 billion ko gini oge imana mboso chichara mboso ya so were soludo that day country we were US that day after cancel there soludo in ko fly from Anambra ko land na airport na Lagos it was intercepted that he stayed 2 days in Nigeria after swearing soludo in buna behind bars and na cover the DSS na Lagos before I me manaka se so to or since I but I go Anambra again obatabe now he dey go prove
Texas so na-eyi nika na-akpọ nkịta ya obere nkịta ya na-agagharị however
okay so all those things now if our brother Okocha happy myself ko si ya nwa no nwe na adigo vibrant carry the ending kele okwu Biafra onye le follow that our brother iwe bongo lewu ya na carry the ayi nwa si na bongo lewu anyi iwe all afford as no na camera ya were onu na tapo mmadụ imi emefele onye nyere ya order bi ego onye nyere ya order change ego ọkwa ndị si na ha bụ ndị Igbo mana ọ nọ na nga since mama ndawura na Buhari la kpagharịrị onwe ha una makwala Gumi le deport la Saudi Arabia
Saudi
Arabia deport la back
the chief imam of the terrorists.
Yes, yeah, but that's now because of his opinion on politics and this thing. Saudi Arabia, si no na supporting him. Nigeria ona no, may welcome. Tinye la special delegate yeje. But kala ala na Medina ka had high back and clamp her down. The premand there deport her back. It is high time. Biko no it is high time onye ọbụla ya amana nwere onwe a enweghị onye nwe ya ana enweghị onye nwe ya apụtahụ na ya ga-enwe onye isi anyị ga-enwe onye isi but mgbe gị nwa mara your right mara ihe na-ekwu okwu ya pụtara o ya eme gị mara ka ihe esi ekwu ọ amahụ mere ndị mmadụ ya apụta gbanye kamera ọhara eze na-ege gị nọrọ ebe akpọ nwanne gị onye ori nọrọ ebe akpọ nwanne gị terrorist enwe ka jụọ gị behind the scene esi na ọhịa ha ga-ekwu mbọsọ ọ yọrọ bụ nwaanyị isi pen ọkọsị na oge nkere gbaghara m na ịma na a na-alụ ọgụ na ada alụ ọgụ ada achọ ọgụ mma n'ihi ya kwu mgbe aha bụ ama ha ama Gaddafi kpọrọ onye ori na isilo Gaddafi biko jee a na-egbuchasị ndị be anyị nwaanyị Fulani a na-egbuchasị ndị be anyị jee mana few days ago ka kpọrọ Gaddafi n'onye ori. My brothers and sisters, let us be serious for once. Let us be serious for once. Let us take this issue more serious than ever. That this cloud that is gathering, God have put down your nose. Because I put down your nose, God the come man. God the come. Put down your media normally about to bongo. I wanna use the by roof fire, lay him the video. Oga mari kwa ya Mario. Amen.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution. And that will bring us to the end of the program. We'll begin to give our closing remark now. We have spent more than 3 hours on the program, and going to be rounding up. Tomorrow, everybody should remember, tomorrow our Supreme Leader Mazen Nami Kanu will be in court, 28. We'll be in court tomorrow and next tomorrow. So we're going to be live here tomorrow, same time, to bring the live updates to Biafrans, and everyone should keep their eyes on the ball. As we know, in this platform, we don't believe that Mazen Nami Kanu can get justice in Nigeria. We don't believe that his freedom lies in their hand. His freedom lies in what we do, how we act and how we react. That will determine his freedom. And you must continue to stand on that path, and we do what we have to do. So, my fellow Biafrans, I appreciate everybody that have been playing a part on this program today. May Chukwu guide and protect us. My beloved brother Maxwell, give us a closing remark as we round up on the program.
Thank you so much, Mazi Chooks, and my greetings once again to every Biafran that have stayed with us today. I just wanted to make a little comment on what the Udo Agagachi in Soludo, Obaharagachi Soludo established in Anambra State. We were here, the same your platform here, when I said that this thing this man is using is going to be used against the Igbo people. I said it here, and they are going to use them as political thoughts since the election, the re-election of this man is about to happen. I said most of these things. And today, see, let me tell you, someone, Akoyewetre was saying that the government is not doing. Government will not do anything when a Biafran is doing the bidding of the evil government. That thing they wanted to do, or they're supposed to do, and the world will frown at it. The human rights will frown at it. They can use the indigenes to carry it out. And that is what Soludo is doing. Soludo is with the APC. So anything, any policy of the APC is what Soludo is implementing. What is going on in Anambra since this guy came in there? I am not a supporter. I am not enthused with whatever that Nigeria can offer. But look at Alex Oti. Look at the monies our people are paid and their own shares are given to them. This man is using it well in my mother's home. So what is Soludo doing with all that they have been receiving? It is to go and form an anti-Biafran vigilante group that is working with Asari Dokubo's group to withhold our people on sales, unapproved and illegal sales. Look at it. Look at our people there. There is no herdsman, armed herdsman that has, tormenting our people. There is no kidnapper there. These are people. These are young men and young women of Biafra that he has captured simply because they will not agree with what he is doing in Anambra State. That is exactly what is going on. But I assure my people here, those that have decided and sacrificed to fight for the freedom and the international recognition of the United States of Biafra as a sovereign state, a sovereign nation, do not lose hope. No matter the attacks that you are getting, no matter the names they call you, no matter whatever that they say about you or against you, Please remember that you have a target in front of you, and that target is Biafra. The way we must do it, we cannot fold our hands in between and our legs. And I'll ask God to, with your actions, with your little positive efforts, be rest assured that Chukwu Abiyama is going to magnify it. And we will get our freedom at the end of it all. Don't let anybody accuse you of when it is going to come or when it is not going to come. No. We must continue to press harder whenever it, whenever it pleases God. He will give us the Biafra, and we will not labor too much for it. And that is what I pray. As for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I see no justice from the evil entity called Nigeria, because evil begots evil. Nigeria is evil, and Nigeria begots evil. Only God, our actions, will set our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu free. Thank you so much. And from my little beautiful city of Bolgatanga, I say, Bechuku Kikabiam, Ewurade Nyankopon, bless and guide each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Mazi Chicks, for having me.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you for your immense contribution and support on the platform all the time and your messages to Biafrans. Thank you so much. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every Biafran that participates on the program today. Wherever you are, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of the program. We have done what we have to do today, and I want you to remember tomorrow, our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, will be in court. Every one of us must pay attention. Click your notification bell, touch your notification again, refresh your notification so that when I come online tomorrow, you will be informed. We have to follow them from Abuja tomorrow. We are going to Abuja tomorrow to bring informations and follow up and know what is going to happen tomorrow. Remember, the cross-examination will continue and testimonies we are going to spread. We don't know what they're going to throw out tomorrow. Nigeria is full of drama. We are going to wait tomorrow and see what is coming. But I want you to know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has no case with Nigeria. He has no case to answer. He is innocent. He has been proven innocent even before ever the case started. So whatever decision they take is not our business. We are only watching and following. We must continue to pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for strength. Also, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, will be in court, maybe by 30th, as we are hearing. If it happens, we will still follow up and we're going to bring it and show Biafrans what is going on. We must not give up. We must not relent. We must not pay attention to any propaganda on blackmail. We must continue to follow up and do what we have to do, speaking the truth only and nothing but the truth. So I appreciate everyone who has contributed on this platform today. If you have not yet shared the program, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please like and share to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to your neighbors. Radical evangelism is where we are. You are part of that radical evangelism, and your sharing will go a long way to touch other people and make the information get to people who need to hear us. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every Biafran across the world, wherever you are, mainly people who are in Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oravweze. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide her, protect her, secure her, give her more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama give him more wisdom, knowledge, understanding, strength, that he will overcome all the challenges that are before him. Revelations, let it be revealed to him. Solutions, let there be solutions. Very soon, our Prime Minister will join us and we will celebrate together. We also pray for our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for divine victory. The victory that he has gotten, let it manifest and let us all rejoice together as he is coming out with Biafra. The Biafra flag will continue to rise. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. We pray for revelations, for strength, for good health, for victory. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama protect all our leaders. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you, and I thank you immensely wherever you are and you join this program. Whatever contribution you have made on the course of this program, I appreciate you immensely, and I will continue to appreciate you. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow by the grace of Chukwukabiam.
No fear for our land. We go stand together, fight for freedom now. No surrender.
This day is more than just an opening. It is a call for peace and reconciliation. Join us at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit, where the past and present voices for Biafra independence come together. No segregation, no division, just one people with one purpose. An occasion to voice our differences, resolve them, and stand stronger as one people. May 30th is also our separate Biafra Heroes Remembrance Day, when we honor the brave souls of men and women who fought and children who fell from the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, where over 3 million Biafrans lost their lives. The day we honor those unjustly imprisoned and killed before the war, during the war, and presently, simply for being Biafrans. We salute our past and present leaders, from the vision of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu to the resilience of Philip Effiong, the fearless dedication of Nami Kanu, and the unwavering courage of Simon Ekpa Odogu, who have carried the torch of our struggle. Their sacrifices and leadership lights our paths forward. As we all know, for far too long, we've endured suffering at the hands of our enemies and division from within. This summit is power-packed to heal those wounds, to uproot seeds of discord planted among us, and to unite Biafrans across tribes, regions, religions, and political views. Together, we are unstoppable. Be part of history. Join us on May 30th, 2025 at the United States of Biafra headquarters in Washington, D.C. A day of unity, remembrance, and renewal. Biafra rises as one strong nation, bolder together. Venue, 11726 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C. Time, 3 p.m. Biafra time and 10 a.m. Washington time. 30th of May 2025, a united Biafra. Our time is now. This message is proudly sponsored by the Office of the United States of Biafra Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, and the Biafra Information, Telecommunication and Postal Service. My name is Marvelous Chukwubikem Arinze.
Face many things, we no fall. Them took a Nami Kanu, but we stand tall. Simon Ekpa, them catch we still they strong. We go rise higher, no place for wrong. We no go fall, we go stand. In unity, we hold the land.
USB, peace, unity, progress, and equity. Ndewo no ụmụ Igbo, ndewo no ụmụ Biafra, ndewo no ndị be anyị na mpakala ụwa niile. Gọọmenti USB, United States of Biafra, site n'aka our DPM, Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, na-akpọ ndị USB niile na mpakala mba niile nke n'ụwa, na-asị na anyị nwere ihe dị oke mkpa, ọgbakọ dị oke ụtọ nke a ga-eme na Washington DC na 30th of May 2025. Unu amarugo na 30th of May 2025 nwere ugwu ojii ndị niile bụ ndị Biafra, ya bụ iji wee cheta the day of our heroes and the heroesses. Ndị niile bụ ndị darụ maka inwere onwe nke anyị na-azọ, ma ndị ka nọ na-ada ma ndị bi n'ime ọfịa, ma ụmụazị ya nwụrụ anwụ ndị eji ọnụ wee gbagbuo. Anyị wee na-asị na DPM na nke a omego ya ọzọ dịka o si eme ya site na gọọmenti United States of Biafra. A na-akpọ ụmụ Biafra niile na-ekwu n'ụbọchị ahụ na ọ bụrụ sọsọ maka you heroes and heroesses, na anyị ga-eji ohere a wee mepee our first very embassy, nke bụ embassy izizi nke ndị United States of Biafra, ya nke ndị Igbo na-akpọ ụlọ nnọchi anya na Washington DC nke United States of America. Njem a ga-ebido na 3 p.m. Biafra time wee kwụsị na 10 a.m. United States time. O wee na-asị onye ọbụla bụ onye Biafra ebe ọbụla ị nọ ihe Biafra na-adị gị mma, ịbụ oyi Biafra, ịbụ onye eziokwu na-adị mma, ịbụ onye nnwere onwe na-atọ ụtọ, ịbụ onye kwadoro ihe anyị na-eme, ka ịgba ya bụ tiketi ka ụzọ gị bụrụ na Washington DC na that 30th of May 2025 ka ị wee nọnyere ụmụ Biafra, ka anyị wee nọnyere onwe anyị, ka anyị wee kwado our gọọmenti n'ihe ọma ọrụ ọma ha na-arụ iji wee fụ na anyị nwere onwe anyị site n'aka ndị omekome na ndị ogbu ara ọbara nke bịakwutere ịnara anyị wee na-asị na our DPM jikwa ohere a wee mekwe ya ka o doo anya na onye ọbụla nke na-abịa ya bụ njem marụkwa na akpa iji bịa amasị gị wee baa n'ebe a na-eme ife. Ihe o ji wee dị otu a bụ na ndị omekome akarịala. Ihe o ji wee dịkwa otu a bụ na your security is in your hands. Ebe ọbụla ị rarụrụ ụgbọala ọbụla iji wee bịa ebe ahụ ka akpa gị ga-anọ, maka na ndị sekuriti bụ ndị nchekwa ga-eji igwe wee na-eche gị arụ, wee marụ na ihe ị bịara bụ ihe ị bịara, wee marụ na o nwere ihe ọbụla itinyere n'ahụ gị. Ya mere sọsọ ihe ga-eso gị wee baa na ebe a na-eme ihe bụ onwe gị na mobile phone gị, ya bụ ekwentị nke ndị Igbo kpọrọ ekwentị. Ya mere ụmụnne m, ka ihe anyị na-eche onye ọbụla gbakọwa akpa gị ka anyị wee jee wee kwado onwe anyị, wee kwado ọwa gọọmenti, wee jụọ ajụjụ ọbụla nke na-agbagwoju anyị anya, ma kwukwe ma tụkwa aro nke ga-abara anyị uru, wetakwe nkebe ego, maka na ihe anyị nọ kịta bụ iji ego. Ụmụnne m ndị Biafra, ndị na-eme ihe siri ike, ka anyị jeenụ ka anyị kwado onwe anyị, ka anyị jeenụ ka anyị kwado gọọmenti anyị, ka anyị jeenụ ka anyị tụọrụ Chukwu okike ọbịa ma mma maka o weza anyị ekpere. USB, peace, unity, progress and equity.
Ana mamadu iya mi komo fure fun para wantito na boy pankana wan kanide denk to boy pa mfure fure wu I kombo kembene tai to bi dan di ida kan so kondide ke banga mbo mbiu peme iron wayit e go to security ki kombo wipu. Look at this ufoko jide jiri bopo de nation United States of Biafra ke jiri nye ke filante mpo eko to filante nduo te ibara ke this kingdom this United States of Biafra filante ibara wo nye fukute kude na claim we mo de filante mboku ke ne ke den nino. The only security mbi upe mi rongo jiri nye ke go to security ade BDF ade ke go to kikom makara Biafra Defense Force mboki baka structure government Biafra de to yoki kibake IPOB kibake IPOB ama yiri waido autopilot from autopilot ayiri waido brigi from brigi idanga yiri bake United States of Biafra yidi the government yidi go to United States of Biafra de USBorg fukute wukege kute bo proof kina mo de bridge mbok faga tong pongto wuri ke den nino ayokon tori fenyen kano kondang tang bangano ko de akure dige mi du sene fiong edip ye duop te fiong itioni yi don ke fiong mi ayi nyempa kute ki kom makara peace summit ke Washington DC ke USA mbok doko yinu kandi bun kai tie na mosoro ke United States ke awi kamake pat o kamake e parobok o kamake mpo beneket u sene de tao sene yidi kemeke kemitie u fo a de total eseme ki komaka total shutdown tie ku fogofu dia se nye tutu sene de fro e to bi fene no gode mpo ekuto ki komakara constitution kop mbo kengwere de ye America ki ko idun yin wadi bet e de mengwadi bere do sene de e biginam this usoro ke Washington DC e de mengwede then e de me that able solve to copy e no ngo bi se dikare mbok kama ko wofu sebo na mafonam mbok so ka so da nya fon ka so support government mi ya ginya government fen apart from government jidemi dada ya gida ke I bobo bi mara jide ami yawa mi ebene wodi wo ata peture mbok se mi nke kamandi mbok ya gisogi ba ke mi ba TikTok ya no boko te ibia na tebeke ya idiano bok ibobo biojiremi ami min tangi ko min biya inga mi de ni amin den di kam pogoro etup kitayana mboge se songo kempakotong abasia na menyon ginyangi som adiong furewu aso ko continue aso ka ka isi diong ni ne ndete pero odong ise songo
State of Biafra in order. This is from Biafra's Got Talent. We are letting Biafrans know the reason why we should remember those who gave their life for us, those who died, that we may live.
You died to end my suffering. You died fighting for my freedom. Your blood is the seed of redemption. You are my instigate.
The deed no longer them, military shots at them. 67 to 70, we remember them. 2016, 38 May, memories still lives in our mind till today. Wonder why they refuse to publicize the genocide. The world media turn blind eyes to our plight. It's time to arise, land of the rising sun. Let's rise one more time, let's rise.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright. Tell them I got that day. Remember when me tell you say I got that day. Yeah, I remember that one that called us a Bruce Mero. Like a papa nuku, but them they were going to tell you what I look and the what for this Amiro, me tell you what I day. For we get for the rest of and I tell you what I am.
I want to promise you something today. We must fight together, no retreat and no surrender. We must hold them down till the end of time. The most important thing is that we will restore Biafra.
I look up to the sky with tears in my eyes. For other Biafrans and for freedom had to die. We will never forget you as the days go by. You are always in my heart, you'll never be apart.
They fought for our freedom, they died for our freedom. They fought the Nigerian soldiers in the war front without food, without guns, for our freedom, for our life, for our own good, for our children. We love them, our heroes, we want them.
My heart bleeds when I saw them slain. Where will I be now, if not then? They will remain indelible in my heart, forever, 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 and never, and never, and never.
We serve in your plantation, and the way you paid us back with your bloody starvation. We bled in our history, that the death of our people is a mystery. No going back to get to a victory. I had a voice now call for vengeance. I never get bomb, I'ma blow like a vengeance.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Iwata massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Where will I be now? If not you, you died at Mali.
They were starved to death because of our freedom, and they paid the debt for our freedom. Flag high for those that died in the genocide, fighting for you and I. There is pain in the heart, we bleeding inside, tears in the eyes of our fallen heroes.
This is for my fallen heroes. Give them a patient people. It's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Cause to be a gas, I need to be a nurse. If we did not retire,
They paid the ultimate price. They died for the freedom of unborn child. We live for the legacy.
never be a free. March on, cause we are more than conquerors. Yeah, you know what it is. We must revenge, and we must